Report in, Driftlights. Isaac here. And yeah, we're doing another Smash or Pass. I got bored at one point and thought, okay, well, I thought, well, there was the idea of doing a Smash or Pass for a while. After the Fate one, I was thinking, well, we could at one point do it again. Mikan brought it up on a Cross Race stream, and I thought, you know what? Fuck it. Why not? Yes. 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 So Mikan knows that. Yeah. So Mikan was the one in charge of fact checking the ages. So if any slip ups happened, you know who to blame. Correct. I do hate Miku, yes. I will, however, mention there is something Mikan did not account for, and that is to do with the Vocaloid community. How Vocaloids are seen is every different song appearance of a Vocaloid is their own version of the character. I hate a lot of the Mikus. I have said before, there are only a few songs I can tolerate Miku. Disappearance, also known as End of Hatsune Miku, and Miku Anamanaguchi. Those are the two songs. Yes! I got bored recently and tried listening to one that was trending called Static. Static Miku looks fucking horrific. Anyway. Yeah. Alright. And let's start. And apparently we're starting this off right with 2B from Nier Automata. Though Nier Automata is not what I know her from. I know her from a fighting game. And I started playing it recently. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus Rising. Started playing a couple days ago, and 2B is a add-on character. And her main ultimate is the self-destruct. Editor. And hilariously, I actually get to talk about character design. With the first character we're talking about, it's a miracle, isn't it, chat? That I'm getting to start this off talking about a topic that I actually have some knowledge on. Oh, and to explain the distortion with the characters, I'm showing this through the photo, the built-in photo viewer. I don't remember how I did it before with the Fate one that made it not look like ass. So you're gonna have to deal with that. Yeah, some of them are PNGs, some of them aren't. But generally, the reason why it looks a little distorted is I'm using chroma key to get rid of the background from the photo viewer, so my regular background shows. So yeah, that's a little annoying. But of course, 2B. A very sleek and elegant design. And of course, I get to bring up my favorite rule with character design again, the 70-30 rule, though in this case it's closer to 80-20. Most of 2B's design is black. Black dress, black leggings, the black headband, black eye mask, and the black gloves. With the white braces, white sword, and the silver hair. And of course, Mikan had to get a picture where one of the thighs was exposed, didn't you? Uh, don't we know it? Don't we know that WebP is an annoying format? Then again, if you were to ask a crypto bro what what a JPEG was, they wouldn't know what they wouldn't be able to tell you. They wouldn't know because they don't know what the right mouse button does. Is that a shot? Is that a shot at a already dead horse who's been beaten so many times that the fucking stop, he's already dead would be relevant right about now? Yes. Also, I've already given the editor space for the text. So I bet you're wondering, where does 2B get placed? Yep. Yeah, for the name and anything below that, the editor Ragnus uses that to mess around with any edits that may or may not happen. It's up to Ragnus. I have no idea what Ragnus will be cooking for this, and I will say this, that terrifies me. So what do you think 2B is going? Hey editor, as the number changes, show the other ultimate from Granblue that she has. I'm getting the name up at the moment. So when the number changes, play the animation for her Extermination Blade attack in Versus Rising. All right. So, believe it or not, our first character, unlike the Fate Smasher pass, got rated Smash. She's an incredibly agile and dangerous fighter. She knows what to do when she needs to do it. Oh, and she can game you over if you try doing shit you're not meant to be doing. Yeah, no, that's an ending. That's a possible ending you can get. If you try looking where you shouldn't be, she can full on give you a game over. Anyway, who's up next? Oh god. The chroma key. Okay. Uh I am so sorry for the flashbang that's about to happen, chat. Uh hold on. Hold on. Let me okay. That's how I'm gonna get that done. There we go. Okay. 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 I don't get the joke with her eating the rock. So it was a bug, but it got canonized. That's what I mean. There was so much backlash, the dev canonized it. I just noticed Kibo's not here. Yep. Hey! There you are, Kibo. Okay. Funnily enough, I don't really have much of an opinion on the ladies from Stardew. No clue who you're on about. Oh. I don't really know much about the characters. Okay, yeah, I've heard enough. But let's at least go over the character design a little bit. We have purple hair. Honestly, I like the little hairstyle. You kind of have a question though. I have a question, Mikan. Is that a mum haircut style? Oh, okay. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. You can't hear me, Mikan? That's weird. Hold on. I'm trying to fix. I have no idea why this keeps happening. But what's happening seems to be a bit of a bug with my software lately. Um, where not everything is going through. Okay. I hope I fixed it. I'm not too sure. Nope, that's not working. God fucking damn it. Okay. This is a little annoying. Well, virtual a little. It's actually decent. It's actually decently annoying. I don't know why yours doesn't. Probably because you stream on Twitch, even though it's a sinking ship that should have sunk years ago. All right, hold on. I'm checking at the moment. Okay. Okay. Mikan, shut up. I'm trying to test some stuff. All right. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what's going on, but the thing is, what the problem is, my stuff isn't picking it up. I don't know why it's not being picked up. What? Okay, let's try that.
So, anyways, I took an entire bag of jelly beans.
Okay, I'm trying to figure this out, and the only thing I'm... Can't be a V2 without scuff, don't I know it? Don't I fucking...
Oh, I can hear
Okay,
myself now.
it's working now. There we go.
Yeah, as I said, chat, when he said it's not picking me up, I said, did you just call me fat?
Yeah, okay. So basically, all of Mikan's explaining for the last 15 minutes didn't get picked up.
Nope. So that means you didn't hear me talk about 2B's ass.
Anyway. So generally, from what I've been able to tell... Oh. Don't worry, just me still getting used to this. I need to remember the lovely keybind known as Alt-Tab. But yeah, Abigail from Stardew Valley. Mikan had to explain why she's eating quartz.
Yeah.
Not really sure what you tuned into. It's in the stream title.
Oh, yeah. Joey, there's the reason you gotta stick around. You'll see.
But yeah, so from what Mikan's explained to me, Abigail is basically goth gamer.
Got gamer girlfriend that likes to stab things.
Yeah, likes to stab quartz with a fork.
I believe she plays the flute or the harp as well.
I don't know, Ragnus, which one does she play?
Oh wait, that's right. She plays the flute. You play the harp in that cutscene, I believe.
All right, Ragnus, did you say something? Well, you edited that in post, so I wouldn't have known even if you did. Ow. Ragnus. Chat, with the unedited footage, this is going to be hilarious. Kind of. At least it gives Ragnus an idea of where to add in things.
Yep.
Okay.
So is this a smash or a pass?
Just going over character design real quick, we have the dark blue jacket with a black shirt under it. Funnily enough, the only thing I don't like here is the choker.
Oh, one more thing I need to add. It's implied. It's not confirmed, but there are a lot of in-game hints to imply that her dad is actually the wizard.
Surprised we haven't had a pass yet. Mikan. Mikan.
Yes.
I have a question.
I told you there are going to be some curveballs in this.
You think you're fucking funny. Okay. Well, at least we know Mikan understood the objective. This is Alice. Which is, yes, friend of ours.
So I can explain a little bit since that skull, as people know, slimes and slime people have cores. That skull inside of Alice's chest is actually her core. I believe her lore. She said her lore was she fell into a vat of candy and was turned into slime, and that skull is her former skull. That's I believe she told me. And as me and Ace know, she is a chaotic.
She is a chaotic, very chaotic individual, and also, I don't think, even if I tried, I don't think I could find many people more degenerate than Alice. At least in terms of horny brain.
Els.
No, Alice wins that one.
Touche.
We've already got our first pass. I don't really have much to go over with character design here. Even then, I'd be able to take guesses, but Alice would probably be able to tell me that I'm wrong.
True.
Alright, who's up? Okay. Okay. So, we went from a slime girl to the Crimson Fucker. Follow me on Twitter at the Crimson Fucker. That is a real Twitter account, by the way. I got curious one day and I looked it up. Yes, there is a real Twitter account with the abridged Alucard handle that tweets as if it's abridged Alucard. It's fucking great.
I still love the tweet. I still love the tweet.
Yes,
like,
we
after
have
a few years,
Alucard from Helsing. Helsing Ultimate, specifically.
I love how, like, the one tweet after New Year's he tweets, "Hey, I finally got Wi-Fi on the boat. Quick, someone play Words with Friends with me."
Of course, this is me, so you know I have to do the line. Well, well, well. I leave for a day and the Catholics are crusading while the Nazis are invading. Anderson, it's been 3 days, but it feels like years. And you, I want to say Logan? Oh, everybody watch out for Okay, so
Alucard!
I can only
Go
really
for a
talk on
walk.
abridged Alucard here. I can't speak on the source material. So, at least I do get to talk about the design. Now, we only really have a bit of Alucard's design here. Fun fact, I at one point considered cosplaying this version of Alucard.
Also, going back to what I said originally that got cut off because my mic was picked up. Oh my god, Alucard was difficult to find because freaking WebP format. I wanted this picture, like this outfit in particular, but the only ones that were not showing WebP were the ones where he has like all the eyeballs to the dog. That was the only one that was not.
All right.
Besides this one, that was not WebP.
Also, I was after apply my limmer again because I had to re-add the audio capture that's used for Mika.
Oh god dang it!
Don't worry, I've already done it. But yeah, honestly, considering all I can really speak on is his character design and his crossover skin in the Modern Warfare reboots. Honestly, his skin in that is fucking horrific, but his pistols are powerful.
Life hacks.
What?
Hashtag life hacks.
Hashtag life hacks. Now, what category is the Crimson Fucker going in?
You can't even comprehend my sexual preference. So that damn, he passed an Alucard.
Yep. And speaking of Alucard, we went from one Alucard to another Alucard.
See, I told you I'd have variants.
This time we have the Castlevania Alucard.
Yeah, I added this after that Castlevania stream when what you were saying about Alucard when it showed us that my stream.
Okay.
That stream alone is what made me add him.
There is only one thing I want to talk about when it comes to Alucard before I go on about his character, for his character design and such. That being his dialogue in the Netflix show is one of the only things that make that version fucking like completely unwatchable.
I'm glad I didn't kill you and turn your pair of shoes.
No, hold on. I'm actually getting that that exchange up.
Fuck you. Yes, eat, share, die.
You did get it wrong, home.
I got it wrong twice.
Yeah, in a row.
Damn. That's 2 for 2.
Literally 2 for 2.
Oh, and also since those audio wasn't working before, there are 87 entries on this list, by the way, chat.
I'm still trying to find it, but
Want me to look at while you do this? You do the smash, I'll pull it up. Ace, I already found it.
all right, send it to me because I'm the one who can do a better vampire voice.
Okay. Just this is quote unquote all the quotes. or at least the best ones. So let me send you them. Take your pick. I'm Trevor fucking Belmont. I've never lost a fight to a man nor fucking beast. Gets knocked to the floor. Oh shit.
Yeah, that sums it up. Also, it still doesn't have the line.
Oh, it doesn't?
No,
Oh,
doesn't have the one we're talking about.
Does it not have the Alucard? Does not have the Alucard,
No,
Trevor? Oh,
it doesn't have
man.
that one.
What? Damn. Wow, it doesn't have the best quote in the series. Well, we can do it later. We got a Smash Press to deal with.
Okay. But, of course, we get to talk about character design again. And let's keep in mind, this is the son of Dracula.
Who's half human, half vampire.
Meanwhile, Helsing, Alucard, is Dracula. Yes, Adrian Tepesh, if you want to go by the Netflix adaptation. But also but the people of Greshit gave him the name Alucard. He even comments on how ironic this is, that his name is his father's spelt backwards. Dad issues galore, abso-fucking-lutely. And while it may not be, and while the quote we're thinking of isn't there, there is at least one of my favorites, interactions. Between the two. Between Alucard and Trevor. You have a god to put a last prayer to, Belmont? Yeah. Dear God, don't let the vampire's guts ruin my gut tunic. I can still rip your throat out. You can, but it won't stop me staking you. But you'll still die. But I don't care. Killing you was the point. Living through it was just a luxury. That's not the one. That's not the one we've been looking for. But honestly, it is one of the best moments for the character.
No, there's no music, Joe. It's just
there is no music or anything.
Also, one thing I want to point out in the next place series one moment, they had Sylph, Alucard, and Sypha, Alucard, and Trevor, which were from Castlevania 3, I think. They did not have Grant. He was the third character or the fourth character out of the four of them, and he was also important. He was like the one that was like able to. He was actually important to those. He was one of the three heroes that follow along Alucard. But yeah, no one knows why he wasn't included because he was important to Castlevania 3. He can crawl through space and get them through passageways because he's a thief class. Because we had Alucard, Silva is the magic user, Trevor is the warrior, and Grant was the thief or the rogue.
Yeah, I think the reason why this is the case is, and the reason I think is the case, is mostly for the sake of pacing reasons.
True. I will say, I think it was episode 2 or 3 that they already got the clock tower. That pissed me off. Because if you know about me, I hate the clock tower levels.
Yeah. But of course,
anyways,
the son of Dracula, well, we already know what rating he's getting.
Yep.
If you know me well enough, this should not surprise you. The combinations of black primary, red secondary with gold accents, especially how well his kit is.
Yeah, because he's
And
dressed like a noble.
the little bits of white in the outfit as well, the long blonde hair, the pale skin, just to make sure you know that 1, he is a vampire. 2, he is not to be fucked with.
Yep. Also, this next one, again, best picture I can find that was not Web P. Also, I did not realize it was that small.
It is the size of a
This one was bigger.
postage stamp, Mika.
Again, I hate Web P format.
Okay. I would like to point out real quick, this one's going to be a bit annoying for my editors to work with the audio of. Because I didn't realize I had to reset up all my audio, which means I don't have all my audio going to different channels at the moment.
Ah.
Luckily, that will be set up again by next stream. You're smashing or passing the outfits of the characters themselves. I do take character design into account, but it's mostly the characters.
Yeah. And the thing is, this one, Joey, like Ace told me this draw a bunch of random
Android
stuff,
16.
So I just did all chaos with this.
A robotic replica of Dr. Giroux's son, who died during the attack on Muscle Tower arc. He is a gentle giant. And I genuinely mean giant. This man is built. And that works in 2 ways. He is buff as hell. And there's a reason why this man is the tank in my squad for fighters. Yeah, if they're well dressed, they get bonus points. Basically.
I hope there's no Gokus on this list. Otherwise, I would like to dunk them.
Okay. Anyway, that aside. Just quickly following through with that. The biggest detail with 16, which does work against him, is that the main sources of his characterization is in anime-only filler and in games, which is mostly non-canon. He was in the manga, but most of his characterization didn't really show up. That was during filler arcs. Like filler episodes and such.
And it's funny because he was one of the best written characters in Z.
It does sadly work against him, but I'm passing him because there is no way I could see him like that. If anything, he'd be more of like the protective older brother.
I would like to take you bird watching.
I am having issues with the application. Hold on. There we go. Android 17. Clever of you to use his super design.
Yep.
Yes. And this man is a very
based.
Yeah, he's based. Easy way of putting it, he's based. This man, the winner of the Universe Survival arc, or the Tournament of Power, if you don't want to say something so cumbersome, and how he did so was basically going out like a fucking boss. Since he knew they couldn't do shit against Jiren, he assumed the bomb in his chest would at least be strong enough to weaken Jiren. So he dashes at Jiren, grabs him, and attempts to self-destruct.
Wait, didn't Krillin wish the bombs to be removed in Z?
No, actually.
Or did he just wish that for an 18? Because I thought he wished for them back, and then he wished for the bombs removed.
I believe that was actually a chain. Because canonically, the bombs are still there.
Ah, okay. I thought
because the androids themselves still have the choice to detonate.
Gotcha.
It's likely 18's was removed, but 17's wasn't because he wanted to keep it. And good thing he did, as it led to one of my favorite fights in the franchise. Goku, Frieza, and 17 against Jiren. You want to end an anime? That's how you end a fucking anime.
And the cool thing is, like, 17, because he was android, he doesn't have a power. He doesn't have ki, I believe it's called, right? Ki.
Yes, he does not use ki.
Yeah,
he does have a
Jiren could
generator.
not sense him, so he hid the whole time and way into him. Like
he hid in the rubble.
He basically was what I did back when Nuclear Winter, which was like the Battle Royale mode in Fallout 76 was. I basically would just get Aquaway Park, hide underwater into the final circle, then pop up and pick off the survivors. He basically pulled what I did. He pulled the
Yeah.
Bushwookie strategy.
So basically, he just hid in order to maintain that he would survive. Because an interesting rule of the Tournament of Power is
No
it
killing.
wasn't actually determined by which was the last one standing. It's if that was only one of the win conditions, you could just run down the clock and be the universe with the most left at the end.
Yeah.
That was one of the two win conditions. Either be the only universe left standing, or have the most left when time runs out.
Wait, there's a timer?
Yes, 45 minutes.
Oh. Also, do you want to mention why he's
roughly about
the
45.
reason- do you want to mention why he's based, like the wish he made after winning? The reason why he's based.
Okay, so if your universe lost in the Tournament of Power, your universe got erased. Literally, no hesitation. That's just it. It was gone. That's right,
It got
chat.
Thanos.
It was
Like,
literally a
Super
battle
Thanos.
for each universe to try and survive. Current objective: survive. And what he was going to do with the wish is take his family on a holiday. What he actually did, he even says in the final fight he'd given up on trying to get that cruise for his family, and instead brought back every last universe that was erased. He gave up being able to take his family on a cruise to bring back entire universes.
And I forgot, didn't Bulma like reward him by actually giving him his family a cruise?
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay. I love how Ace is pogging right now.
Sorry, I was just letting someone else me. But yeah. Android 17. I'm gonna give him a pass. If anything, I would much rather give him a high five, and probably help him out with him being a park ranger. Very simple outfit. Not much really needs to be
I was
said.
gonna say, you and him could hang out with 16 at the park.
Oh yeah,
just
no,
watching
absolutely.
birds.
Yeah, no, that's probably what it would just boil down to. Just us three taking care of
Just bird watching.
taking care of 17's ranch, going bird watching with 17 and 16. Honestly, I could live with that.
Old.
And of course, we have Android 18.
And I remember
Of course, he has the three musketeers of the androids.
Well, I was gonna say, I remember you said you liked this design her the most with the jacket.
Yes. Out of all of 18's designs,
See, you think I don't listen?
This is the one. And funny thing is, this being my favorite design of 18 also actually ties into my favorite appearance of it. That being History of Trunk.
Also, Ace, I have to do it.
What?
Did anyone get the number of that bitch?
18.
Thank you.
Android 18 is an absolute menace, both in terms of what she can do in and out of canon. In the games, she is usually she is, from at least my experience, usually one of the better characters. Both because she is incredibly good at applying pressure, and because of her time with Krillin, she even has access to some of his moves. In Xenoverse, this makes her an absolute nightmare due to dual Destructo Disc, which cannot be blocked.
I was gonna say, in the Cell Saga, she broke Vegeta's arms. At post Cell Saga, she broke Krillin's pelvis. If you get what my drift.
Yeah.
And she broke the Krillin own counter too. She broke the streak.
And of course, it's tied again. I'm waiting for the moment where one side starts to get an edge over the other.
Well, that might happen. Beelzemon.
Okay,
You did say humanoid, Digimon.
I did say humanoid, yes. But also, Beelzemon. I want to say this might be this might be Beelzemon from Digimon Frontiers?
It is. No, this isn't. This is Digimon Tamers.
Okay, so Tamers.
Yeah, he was not in Frontiers. He was.
I can tell you this isn't the Digimon Fusion design.
Nope, this is Tamers.
And no matter which design, my answer is always going to be the same. Beelzemon absolutely has a very badass design, and my favorite thing to do with Beelzemon is one of the fusions from Digimon Fusion times 4B.
And I believe he's also one of the seven dark Digimon that are based on the 7 deadly sins.
I'm curious to know which sin he's based off.
I can look up for you right now. Give
Please
me a
do.
second.
Also, we just acknowledge this man is dual wielding shotguns. That's actually even more badass. Just,
Yep.
Oh, yeah. You have a shotgun? I have 2.
They're the 7 great demon lords, and he is based on... Okay, so he is based on gluttony.
From his design, I would have said he'd been based on Wrath.
Well, here's the... If you think... Well, I was going to say...
Wrath or Pride.
Well, I was going to say, when you think about his appearance in Tamers, he basically couldn't... When in the Tamers, like, the whole thing was when you defeated Digimon, you got their power, and what he wanted to gain more power, so he just wanted to keep... Once he became Beelzemon and got the power, he basically started going on a killing spree and everything. And of course, he murked Leomon for the 2nd time in the series.
Okay.
But then again, here's the thing: even though he was an asshole when he appeared, that final arc in anime, he redeemed himself so hard. Even though what he did was bad, he redeemed himself.
Yes.
Especially when he literally to save what's it, Kari? For her name, like the girl that was basically not Kari, but
I don't
the one
know.
that was, I think it was Susie. But anyways, I think it was Susie. But in order to save her from the D Reaper, he actually literally used Leomon's Fist of the Beast King to get her out of the thing. I mean, she didn't want to go first, and she didn't have a chance to save her, but he did almost save her by using Leomon's attack to free her.
All right. And like I said, no matter which design, it would have always been a pass. Absolutely badass design, and times 4B absolutely gives Beelzemon a few style points. Let's be honest here. Taking into account the personality of the character, and definitely having to account for each of the different iterations of Beelzemon, too much to really go over, though I will say Fusion Beelzemon is probably the best in my opinion. I am absolutely getting flamed for that opinion, aren't I?
I have not seen Fusion yet. Like I said, I only know his appearance from I know he was in Digimon World 3 on the PS1, but I was gonna say I only know him from the Tamers.
Alright. Next up is Boa Hancock. Mikan, you know what you're doing.
Ace, once again, WebP format is a bitch. I literally the only picture I could find of her that was not fan art and was not MP or WebP was this. This was the only picture I could find that was actually showed her whole outfit too.
Okay.
Because I know, like you said, you comment on the outfits too.
Yes.
I know this is a pass for Jelly because I've already say this. She does kick puppies and baby seals.
And in my case, I quite literally could not give less of a shit. Ironically, despite her fruit being the love fruit, I don't. My main complaints with Boa Hancock is the outfit is too revealing in my opinion. Her ability is absolutely a yikes. It is technically mind-washing, like brainwashing to make someone fall in love with her.
No. Here's the thing. It's not if it doesn't make fall in love. If they show any hint of interest in her, they basically turn to stone. But all you basically have to do to not be effective is like the structure of like the one guy like stabbed his foot so he didn't. The one guy stabbed his foot so he got immune to it.
Mikan, can't you download them then save them as the format you wanted? I don't think he knew that was an option. Also, the Ban Presto watermark.
Yeah,
I think people keep forgetting Ban Presto exists.
But I was gonna say, if a person shows like no interest, like for example, Luffy, I believe, Otis has confirmed Luffy is actually asexual. Luffy was not affected by her. The one captain was not. The one captain was not affected because he stabbed himself in the foot to basically distract himself from romance. But like I said, even if they showed the slightest attraction to her, that's how affected her. So if you don't are attracted, not attracted her in any way, her therefore has no effect on you.
And you've
So
already
Ace would
seen where
basically-
she's been put in.
Yeah, Ace
I
would
don't.
have- she'd
I
have no
don't like
effect
her
on Ace.
power sets. I don't like how
But she
her
is very good
design
at hockey,
is.
though.
Well, she'd be useful around Canadians. Unfortunately, I'm British.
Yeah.
And
Centauria.
huh? What?
This is
the
from Monster
fu-
Musume. She is a centaur girl.
Okay.
She's also the butt of all the boob jokes in the anime.
I could probably have
And-
guessed that much.
Also, thing about her character is her personality is she's basically inspired by old stories of like knights, like noble knights, and like in King Arthur days. So she strives to be like a knight and like serve a lord basically.
Unfortunately, I look at this and all I'm seeing is Darkness from Konosuba as a centaur lady.
Jelly, this is Centauria. This is a centaur girl.
If you're wondering why I'm not putting their names on screen, that's going to be in the edited release.
Yeah.
But
Also,
I do at least like the way the colors are being handled, though I couldn't care less for anything else.
Also, Ace and Joy, I will confirm I did not put Arachnia on this list. She's a spider girl from anime. She is not on the list because I know Ace does not like spiders.
Ah. The Exalt. Rom.
I love what Joey's comment is. Oh, she's back.
I forgot to put the rating for the centaur lady. Prom. Okay. Now, the only reason he would ever fall under the first category is if you're playing female Robin. Because if you do that, both Lucina and Morgan are game-breakingly good. Other than that, I don't really care for Crom. He's your typical noble knight who cares for his people. I respect it. I really do. Unfortunately, that also makes him really shallow to me. He's overly trusting, and the best thing I can say about his character design is I love the use of blues and silvers he has going, with nice little hints of red. Unfortunately, the only reason he's the Exalt is what happens to his sister. Let's just say, let's put it this way. She decided she was going to try and reenact the lifting of Simba from The Lion King, but no one was there to hold her.
Wait,
Oh, and Crom sees it happen. So does the entire party. It's an animated cutscene in a 3DS game. Nintendo, what happened to being for kids when you have a character kill herself on screen?
Oh, I thought you were talking about lifting something up. Oh,
No.
You're talking about the meme version where
the monkey at the beginning of the movie who lifts Simba up.
Yeah, I know that. I'm saying
she's Simba, but the monkey wasn't there.
Yeah, I'm saying you're saying she basically pulled the meme version where Rafiki yeets Simba.
That's his name?
Rafiki, yeah, that's the monkey's name's Rafiki. Have you never seen the original Lion King?
I've seen it.
The animated one, not the shitty one.
No, I know you mean the animated one. I never knew that the monkey's name was Rafiki.
Because they only were told you in promotional stuff. His name's actually never said in the movie.
All right, who's up next? Did I remember to put Crom's rating? No, I didn't. You know why I said I was waiting for the tie to be broken?
It's now 1 to 3 or 1 to 2.
This is because of the comment I made in the Fate one, isn't it?
No, literally, I just put her in there.
Or I said only one character could pull off the blue and gold combination for the outfit, and it was
I forgot about
Chun-Li.
that comment.
Maeda did not like that comment.
Damn. He also didn't like that you skipped on the Fate version of Kamen Rider.
No, he didn't. There was a whole interruption bit for that. But also,
I didn't even realize that was the Fate version of Kamen Rider because I didn't play the game past the Jonah Arc thing because there's too much damn filler per level.
Fun fact, I'm actually almost through that section myself.
Literally, when you can get bored playing a mobile game...
In the second chapter.
Yeah, I was going to say, when you can get bored playing a mobile game that has auto play, you know you got problems.
Fun fact, I didn't even know Fate Grand Order has an autoplay mechanic.
Yeah, it does. It's the 2 times... I think it's autoplay and it's like 3 times speed. Or no, it's 2 times speed and autoplay, and even then, it's too much damn battle.
I didn't even know that was an auto battle. That wasn't auto battle.
That shows how bad Fate is.
Like in terms of the mobile game, yeah. Also, Chun-Li.
Oh no, yeah, the anime and manga are good, but
the quintessential lady in fighting games.
Helicopter kick.
Yes.
Which we use as a travel mechanic.
Yeah, the spinning bird kick, which I will say. I actually do use that in Street Fighter 6 now and then to travel around in the World Tour mode.
I still love the clip when Zito used that to travel and he ended up hitting an old man and the old man was level 1. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry, sir. And he just one-shot the old man.
Yeah.
The old man was just sitting there fishing and he spinning bird kicked into his face to get across the bridge.
Yeah. I mean, it worked, though.
Still, it gave Zio some trauma.
But yeah,
it gave I
don't like playing as Chun-Li, but I do absolutely love her design. Clever use of yeah. I actually don't mind her redesign in Street Fighter 6. Both her outfits are very very well done. They also do, at least with a different color, that being brown, let you know which part of her body is the part that she will be using most to kick the ever-loving shit out of you, quite literally. Chun-Li is a little bit annoying for me to fight, mostly because I play a Shoto type character.
Yep, the all round.
Yep. And Chun-Li feels like a counter, especially to who I play. He's not even meant to be there, but I mean, he is a wandering fighter, so of course Terry would find his way to Street Fighter 6. And where is Chun-Li going? Same thing she keeps doing to my health bar.
Also, Ace, do you hear some piano?
You know what the funny thing is?
What?
If you'd have put the Renegade suit, that would have actually given her bonus points.
I don't even know what the Renegade suit is.
It is one of her alternate variants from Masters EX.
People play Masters EX?
I do! I'm waiting for an event to come back so I can get the Hex Maniac.
In the words of Nelson Muntz.
Anyway, we have the bane of many Nuzlocke herself, who may as well be titled the Queen of Darkness, Cynthia.
And the one Pokemon character to give an entire generation mommy fetish.
And PTSD. Pretty much as soon as you see Cynthia, you can already hear the piano. I can hear it. My senses are screaming at me. Unfortunately, I did not pick Piplup, so I don't have a water steel type that will help me against that fucking Garchomp.
See, when people think piano, they think of either two things: your Giorno's theme or Cynthia's theme. I couldn't think of the word. Those are the two. That's either tells if you're a gamer or you're an anime fan when you see a piano. That's the first thing you're going to think of is one of those two. And then in Gen 5, she can just jump you.
Oh, if you walk into the wrong place. Walk in the house and not know.
What? No, here's the thing. You say you never played Gen 5. Me and Ski were trying to keep
only reason I know that is because you mentioned it. Plus, I'm going to be playing it for Champions Road Home anyway.
Well, here's the thing. You told me and Skitty you never played it, so we were trying to keep it secret because we were waiting for you to be jump scared.
I don't know where it is. I know it happens, but I don't
Oh yeah,
know
then
where.
we're not going to tell you because we cannot.
All I
wiki
know
get
is that the
by
fight
that.
exists. And while it may
Yes.
not be her renegade suit, it is much more iconic. And the only thing that is working against her is that fucking Garchomp.
What's better, Garchomp's female?
I went into that fight with a full level 100 team, and that Garchomp still wiped out most of my crew.
And then in Brilliant Diamond, Star and Pearl.
Ah,
Dan Kurito.
Dan Kuroto-sama.
Yeah, Brilliant Diamond, Star and Pearl. She had a whole EV train team for competitive moves.
Yep.
I had to put this in here, Ace. You know I had to.
And Dan Kuroto. I know my editor is at least happy to see Kamen Rider representation here. He's the one who will show you the real way you're supposed to use Gashats, thanks to his level X form, Dangerous Zombie. Starting off as a palette swap of Kamen Rider X-Aid, the main rider of the show he is from, Kamen Rider Gen is absolutely the kind of heartless bastard you want to see get punched in the face. He is one of my favorite examples whenever someone asks me to describe someone you hate to love and love to hate. Dan Kuroto is an excellent example of this.
And then, of course, he gets 99 lives.
99 lives when he comes back, thanks to the level 0 Proto Origin Mighty Action X. And he still gets his ass handed to him.
Well, I was going to say, did he lose like 25 lives just staying up trying to make an upgrade? He was working
to create X-Aid's ultimate form. Hyper Muteki.
And then my favorite was when Razor beat the crap out of him in a parking garage.
Laser, not Razor.
Sorry, Laser. But yeah, Laser beat the crap out of him in a parking garage just to get his
in order to create a cure for the Game Deus virus.
Yeah.
Which became Dr. Mighty Double X. Sorry,
yeah,
Mighty Dr. Double
X. Kicked by Laser.
Yeah. I'd also like to point out Gem's strongest form without the movies is his level X0, which is the zombie action gamer, which gives him the benefits of both level X dangerous zombie, which does not know what a health bar is, because he's a zombie, and level 0's void ability, which lets him drain the level of his foes.
Also,
which category is this absolute bastard going into?
Also, just your editor knows, even though X-Aid is not my favorite Kamen Rider series, Laser is my favorite rider from X-Aid.
And let's see which. And to give him his verdict, it's time for a Kimiwaza. Hey, Kuroto, here's your critical end.
I still love that, like when Laser pulled the fast one on the villain.
Yeah.
And he only showed Emu saying like basically play along. He told him that brief second.
Okay.
Yu going here.
Dark Magician Girl.
I would say this is actually a good version of the 7030, right?
Okay. The Dark Magician Girl. Very iconic. The apprentice of the Dark Magician. Funnily enough, the main complaints I have with DMG as a character, not talking about the card, talking about the character. The most character we really get for Dark Magician Girl is in the Waking the Dragons Up. And that's it. She got a whole sub-archetype with the Magician Girls in Dark Side of Dimensions. And even then, she's only really rememberable because of the card. She has, like, no character.
But not true, because if you've seen the Pharaoh's memory arc, she's technically, just like the Dark Magician, is basically the soul of the Pharaoh's best friend, who basically sacrificed himself to defeat Evil Kura. Dark Magician Girl was, I believe, also his friend, the Pharaoh's friend's apprentice as well. That's why she is Dark Magician Girl is the apprentice of the Dark Magician. So basically, we got her character development because Maha, I believe her name is Maha, and Dark Magician are the same personality.
However, I don't think it's Maha.
Have you read the manga?
I have, actually.
Yeah, this is the Dark Magician Girl.
But also,
is that girl?
So to talk about DMG real quick.
Oh no, I think my
I do
internet
want to
died.
point out that technically the Dark Magician Girl we are talking about here is not the dual spirit. The dual spirit and the person who became the spirit are two separate things.
No, I'm saying eventually they merged. I'm saying
Yeah, I know.
kind of like how the Dark Magician and
But we are looking at the
priest
DMG,
merged.
not the priest that became the DMG.
Gotcha. Okay.
Unfortunately, she's not really that interesting to me, both in terms of a character design standpoint, the card itself, and generally she's really fucking boring, honestly. I'm probably gonna wake up and see some Yu-Gi-Oh fans giving me absolute hate for that. And oh, Deadpool. Deadpool, you really have to stop breaking into the in-between.
And yes,
Okay.
chat, I remember the yellow text.
That would be like
I'm curious.
that would
I'm
be
curious
like
for
his
your
narrator voices though, not Deadpool's voice.
no, Deadpool's voice and his narrator voice in the comics all have yellow text.
Hmm.
But I'm curious to see Ragnus's response to this. I mean, he's got
Okay.
that sweet mouse money.
That sweet mouse money is also very heavy on the exploitation, allegedly. I have to say allegedly, or I'm gonna wake up in the morning with a lawsuit in the mail. But
Joey's like, damn, that's a tempting offer.
that's a tempting offer. Yeah, if you don't mind working with a company that tried to pull a fast one with the terms of service, where if you die in their park, you can't sue them, because you gave up your right to arbitration.
It's
That one's
because you
not
got a trial
alleged.
because you got your trial to Disney Plus. Yeah, I remember that.
No, because of a free trial.
Yeah,
A
that's the
free
thing, because
trial for
he
Disney
got a free
Plus.
trial basically. Yeah, I believe they lost that lawsuit too.
No, actually, they
What?
settled, if I recall.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because they never win or lose. They just settle and then they try to brush it under the rug.
Yep. So, Deadpool, you're not even getting a rating, mate. You're not meant to be here. Go past the Logan. Don't you guys have like a movie or something about that? All right, there we go.
Now we got Discord, so we got another guy breaking the fourth wall.
Okay. Discord. Not the mouse house working for Deadpool. That would be crazy, though you may end up dead. You can say dead around here. You don't need to worry about censoring yourself around here. After all, one, this isn't Twitch. Two, I'm not a fucking
This isn't
coward.
Twitch.
I have quite literally referred to dictators by name. The only reason I'm saying things like allegedly is because I don't want to get sued.
Discord, the embodiment of the spirit of chaos. Also voiced
Yes.
by John Delancey, who played Q in Star Trek.
I would like to mention real quick.
Yeah.
The main thing working in Discord's favor is actually a death battle.
Yep. But I was gonna say, fun fact about Discord. So Discord is voiced by John Delancey. He's based off a Q from Star Trek, who was played by John Delancey. And this actually the story they said that in the meeting with Hasbro, when Lauren Foster, the creator of Gen 4 of My Little Pony, when they pitched that idea at Discord, they said he's kind of like a Q from Star Trek. The executives at Hasbro said, can we get John Delancey to voice him? And here's the funny thing: John Delancey voiced him for 2 episodes, then forgot he voiced him until at a fan convention someone had him autograph it, and he remembered, oh, I was in that. And because of that, he got invited back, and he eventually became a main character in the show. He got redeemed, and like he became a fan favorite because so many fans loved his character. It's all because of that fan convention that he remembered he played Discord that he eventually came back, and like it's Honestly, he's my favorite character, so he's a funny character.
Yep. Discord is
Remember,
absolutely very chaotic. He's
Yep, he
also
drank,
really hard to
Oh, sorry.
take seriously because he's so chaotic.
Yep, he drank it. He had a glass of milk. He drank the glass and threw the milk, and it exploded.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, I saw
it's the Chimera-like details of him. If the design were at least a little bit more coherent, maybe. Though his personality is absolutely a great boon. And the death battle against Bill Cipher.
I'm guessing that's the one you're probably gonna make me watch if I hit that goal for the charity. I'm guessing.
I'm not gonna lie, I debated it. I do have a question though.
One. What's up?
I was actually gonna try and pronounce something, but I'm not gonna bother.
Okay.
But let's move on to the next character, shall we?
Yep. Divatox from Power Rangers Turbo.
What am I looking at here?
The villain of Power Rangers Turbo.
I could gather that much. You don't get to wear an outfit like that unless you like the main villain of what you're from.
Well, literally, her name has Diva in it.
The only diva I can think of that doesn't have this look, her actual name is Hannah Song and she's from Overwatch.
Also, here's a fun fact. In the Power Rangers Turbo movie, when we first introduced her, because you get to introduce her in the movie, and then the movie continues into the series, which Power Rangers Turbo movie was canon. In the movie, she calls Rita Raposa and Lord Zed, who are just at home, Zed sleeping and snoring. She calls Rita asking, she's like, how can I defeat the Power Rangers? And Rita's like, I'll give you one piece of advice. Run! And then hangs up laughing.
I remember that.
That was useless. Yep.
I've actually seen that movie.
Yep.
I have it on VHS.
Yeah, she actually, not set, but she
Mika, I have a question real quick.
Yes?
Why could I hear bones turning to powder all the way from here in the UK?
Yep, Joey's got points. You can figure out how. Oh yeah, the early Power Rangers villains were hilarious.
All right.
Remember, they were also based on Japanese, but this was actually an American actress that played her.
Though I'm giving her a pass, most because I only really have the movie to go off.
Give her a pass.
And her personality wasn't really memorable. The design is also
she's just a pirate.
It's a bit clunky.
Yep.
That's Dunban over there. This is actually one that I had added to the roster. Dunban from Xenoblade Chronicles. The original wielder of the Monado in the events of the that we at least get to see in the game during the Battle of Sword Valley, a few years prior to the events of Xenoblade Chronicles.
Ace.
Huh?
I know it's been a while since that stream, but I've got to do it. Dunban.com.
Alright. Anyway, I would also like to point out that sword he is holding there is an anti-Mechon glaive. That is made from Mechon armor, specifically to cut through Mechon.
Well, I mean, yeah, literally you could cut through something with if the material is the same hardness as something that could cut through it.
I don't remember what material it was said to be made from, but this man is absolutely a great example of charismatic. He is a damn good mentor character, and he's one of the few mentors that come to mind who don't end up dead.
Also, I believe he was also one of the first Mii costumes in Smash Brothers for the Wii U.
For damn good reason. He is pretty much the level-headed one of the group. Whenever someone needs advice, or they just need the voice of reason to speak up, you can bet it's going to be Dunban.
So he's basically you.
Except when it comes to, I would also like to bring up his gameplay style for this. It is a Xenoblade character, so the gameplay style does also account for their personality. Especially with Dunban's talent art, Blossom Dance. Upon succeeding with Blossom Dance, he actually does have a little speech he says. Born in a world of strife, against the odds, we choose to fight. Before, of course, declaring Blossom Dance. his techniques, his playstyle works around comboing his base move Gale Slash into various other arts to create nice little combos. Some allow to inflict bleed, some can topple, and generally he is incredibly versatile, both in and out of gameplay. This man isn't the hero of Sword Valley for no goddamn reason. And of course, he earns his spot. Always nice to have your rent done, man.
Why am I in this list?
Dr. Ivo Robotnik, the greatest scientific genius in the world! Also, because my filters, he looks a little fucked up.
He looks like he's got diamond teeth.
That's fucking
Listen,
horrifying.
I started my rap career.
Okay,
I'm an artist formerly known as Egg.
Okay, a little bit horrifying, the idea of Eggman with a rap career, but also...
I also bought this knockoff Michael Jackson glove off of eBay.
We already know where he's going, but let's at least talk about the character a little bit and talk about character design. Believe it or not, we're still early in the list.
Yep.
There are 87 characters, and we are at entry 21 right now. And of course,
I had to pick that picture.
You had to pick that one.
Yeah.
Of course. Eggman has an IQ of 300,
also,
and I would also like to point out
directly at us too.
Throughout the various games, it has been shown that he is a lot more capable outside his mech than you might think he is. He is able to outrun Sonic, and he can break through things similar to most of the characters couldn't, which makes his strength at least comparable to Knuckles.
And even though he hates Sonic, he still respects him.
He still respects Sonic. And I would like to bring up the Archie comics real quick. When a villain had basically made it to the point where we thought Sonic, where it was pretty obvious Sonic should have been dead right there. Both sides, good and bad, basically just go to the person, look at the person who's telling them that Sonic is in a terrible situation and it's likely he'll die. They just go, "Oh, cool, how did he get out of it?" But this man also has my favorite moments in all of literally any comic you can name. This man in the Archie comics beats all of it.
Yeah, he was scary in the Archie comics.
And I only need to bring up a specific section. That being the upgraded version of the Egg Beater against Sonic.
Oh god, they did actually call something the Egg Beater?
Yeah, that's one of his mechs in the comics.
I thought
it is
was a meme.
Mental. Quite literally.
I was going to say there was a part in one of the comics.
This thing is a nightmare.
Ace, I was going to say in the comics, there's this one guy that's like green platypus dude that he was sided with Eggman. He thought he outsmarted Eggman, but Eggman knew he was going to betray him from the very beginning, and he literally Uno reversed this guy, and he basically traumatized this guy that was supposed to be a genius that was siding with Eggman, thinking like, oh, Eggman's my idol, but I'm eventually going to betray him. This was the same guy that helped side with him during the Metal Virus arc, but Eggman just showed how savage he was,
and that's
beat
IDW.
the shit out of this guy.
Yeah, that's IDW Eggman. Archie Eggman is absolutely fucking mental. There's a reason I say Archie Eggman should not be messed with. If there is any version of Eggman that shouldn't, it is specifically his Archie counterpart. And the reason why is simple.
I was going to say, and then there's the Snapkey version where he just pissed on the moon. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that, Eggman. Listen, you know I was going to reference it at some point.
Yeah. But I will specifically bring up the... I will specifically mention this little bit from the Archie comics. And I bring this up for a very specific reason. And I will read this whole thing out, mostly for the sake of there is a reason why I am. Luckily, I know the exact issue this is from as well. Issue 175.
I didn't realize we'd be on Eggman for this
Yes.
long.
Eggman, after beating Sonic senseless with the Egg Beater, has this says this, causing Sonic to snap. I've studied you all your life, rodent. We've reached your limit. Limit? Limit? Egad, Snively, track the hedgehog via the Egg Spy satellites. Where did he go? Tracking now, sir. He's moving a lot faster than you calculated he could. Nonsense, just get me his location. Where, Snively? Where? He's already on the East Coast. Limits? I've got your limit right here. After taking a hit from Sonic at full strength in his base form, Sonic comments, "How's that for my limit, Eggman?" Which the response, "It's just fine, Sonic. Although I am a little upset that you dented the shield. Like I said, Sonic, you're outmatched, outclassed. You're not fast enough. You're not strong enough. You certainly aren't smart enough to defeat me." This was pre-Genesis Wave Eggman. This is Eggman at his prime. There is a reason. This man is Sonic's greatest foe. While he may be a pass, he still has my respect. Alara. This one's,
This is her new design, I believe.
It's actually a little awkward because I'm one of Alara's community managers.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Let's hope Alara doesn't see this segment. Okay. This you said this is Alara's new design, right?
Yeah, it's her new design. Said I couldn't find the picture with the mask, because she actually has a mask she can
She has a mask with this? What do you mean this design gets better?
Hold on a sec. Let me pull out the mask.
Okay.
Wait, have you not seen her picture in Discord?
Funnily enough, I have been very busy, and I've been trying to actually plan something for a community event. I've just been coming up empty. Alright, so this design already, because I've not seen it with the mask. This is the first I'm actually seeing of this new design of Alara.
Let me find the
Unlike the news Alara reports, this doesn't get worse. Clever uses of blacks, silvers, and reds, with with black as primary, red as secondary, and the silver accents as tertiary. You can tell every bit of this, even the little purple accessories with the purple eye, the one that isn't hidden behind her hair, with the antler-like crown Alara has. This design is very well done.
Trying to see if I can find a picture.
You can tell Alara knew what she wanted for the new design, and you know damn well she achieved it.
Oh, I got a picture of the mask. One sec.
Got a picture of the mask?
Yeah,
Alright, I'm gonna need to include that with the notes.
One sec. Let me. Wait, why the hell did I close? Why the hell did I? Oh no, wait. I was gonna say, why did I close? Discord. No, I forgot I had Discord in the other window. One sec.
Congratulations, Mikan.
There you go.
That's with the mask. Okay, the mask is giving me like Artoria Ulta vibe.
Where's the thing? I think she got the mask because she's been playing a lot of Dark Souls, or not a lot of Elden Ring, so that's and everything. Also, she's now got Eolar because everyone kept making the Eel joke that with Sir Texas Speed's character, which is next to her.
All right,
and it's cool, she's got an animation with her mod. She actually could put the mask on off her hand.
All right, so Alara's newest design. This is a very, very good impression of the new design. It being the first time I'm actually seeing it. And having now seen it with the mask as well, yeah, no, the mask absolutely complements the design. And, well...
Also, according to her tweet, it says her newest model is the Noxus. Noxus.
The Noxus?
That's what her model's called.
That is... Okay, that's actually a way better name than what my faux bodies are called. We've got faux alpha, beta, and gamma. We also have epsilon, but I don't really use epsilon.
Yep.
Of course, not sure if you noticed, but yes, one of the two numbers has gone up. Mikan wanted to be funny again with elemental hero burst inner tricks. Funnily enough, he actually used the alternate artwork from Supreme King Jaden.
And funny
Or
enough,
Judai,
that was
if you
the
want to
only
use the
one.
Japanese
That
version.
was the only art that was not WebP.
Yeah, so the Supreme King's design, Supreme King's art for Bustinatrix, I would like to point out real quick, Bustinatrix, just briefly mentioning the card game real quick, I'm mostly going to focus on the character because, again, the cards don't really have much fleshing out in terms of personality in the anime, which is one of
I
the
will
only
say
real
this.
complaints I can levy against it.
There's a fun little retcon that Konami did. Originally, the original percentage card back in GX era said she is the only female elemental hero, but after when they added more support, they changed this errata to say like she was the first female elemental hero.
Yes. It's also worth mentioning, stream is okay, there we go. Stream disconnected briefly, but we are back. Only lagged out for like a second. A little detail with fusion
like,
in
stop
Yu-Gi-Oh!
making-
GX. Based on which fusion method is being used, actually determines which of the monsters takes the biggest priority. During the normal fusion, which is Flame Wingman, Avian takes majority of the fusion. But when the two are fused using dark fusion, Bustinatrix actually takes most of the form.
I just wondering, did they ever release a official card in the TCG for that form Aster used?
You mean Phoenix Enforcer? Yeah. Elemental Hero,
okay.
Phoenix Enforcer.
Okay.
Which got a retrain in the form of which got a retrain in the form of Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. That card, by the way. DPE got basically enough to shit for a reason. And all I'm saying is thank God it did. That was a nightmare. As for Bustinatrix herself, her outfit being mostly red does make sense with her fire attribute, and literally the name Bustinatrix. She is absolutely going to burst onto the field. While she may not be the strongest elemental hero, the elemental heroes show their strength mostly during fusion. Though I absolutely do like how the Supreme King artwork shows her, which actually makes her look way more badass, as it looks like there is an exploding sun behind her. I'm not going to elaborate much on her placement. I don't really need to. Speaking of, we have Els here.
Els the slime girl, a friend of ours.
Another friend, yes, like Alice. And Els is way more chaotic. Her design is a little bit more on the iffy side, but
she is a metal slime, and we're still trying. We joke saying like that she's not joke, but we kind of guess, but she has a official side, but we say like the type metal she is liquid mercury because she's a slime and she's metal, and also no matter how many times she denies it, she's cute.
Els absolutely does have a cute design, though I prefer her designs when she actually has more of an outfit on.
True.
Though the main thing that works against her is the chains in her outfit, in her design.
Funny you mentioned it. I was about to say something about that.
Go ahead.
She has actually, I don't know if she's actually made official lore for her, but we've actually joked. You know remember how earlier what Alice, you said how I mentioned how Els might be the most sus when you said Alice beats her? I believe I've said this multiple times. Els hasn't made a lore yet, but we've joked about saying like her chains and like her wristlets are actually suppressors that if they come off, her full like sus horny energy will be unleashed. We made that joke, but like I said, she hasn't made official lore for herself yet.
Yeah.
But that's what I basically
though of course
joke about.
I'm sadly passing on her as well.
She passes, but she gets head pats.
She passes, but respectful head pats. And we have the Gerudo King Ganondorf.
Ocarina of Time version.
Yes. Funnily enough, the different designs of Ganondorf all get the same opinion anyway. Funnily enough, they're all reincarnations of the same person.
The King of Evil.
The King of Evil. Also the king of getting a pass. I don't Okay, normally I praise characters with the uses of colors of blacks, reds, and golds, but
But
unfortunately,
there's a lot of silver in there
the
too.
the, the silver and browns, as well as the greens, on parts of his braces, absolutely ruin it for me. Also, the crown just looks terrible.
Yeah, the crown looks like a pasty or something.
The crown looks like it's painted onto him.
Oh,
And like I said, he's already got his pass.
also, Ace, you said you wonder if it was going to go one side. It looks like it's starting to go one-sided.
It's definitely going one-sided. All right, let's see. Who's after Ganondorf?
Tears of the Kingdom, Ganon.
I could have sworn I've already made my. Funnily enough, I actually didn't know this was coming. But me mentioning that pretty much all Ganondorfs get the same result, like I quite literally do not care for them.
Oh no, he's hot.
Not in my opinion,
This one,
Squidward.
however, this one,
But
however, you gotta admit, like, even though he's a pass, you gotta admit, this design him does go hard.
this design absolutely does
Just like
look way
samurai
more
inspired.
badass. I like the more samurai, more like actually putting emphasis on the fact that he knows how to use weapons and not sit there playing fucking ping pong with you.
And it makes sense because the Sheikah, the basic practice of the royal family in the Breath of the Wild Tears game are basic themed after ninjas, and the Yiga, which are the followers of Ganon, are all split off ninjas. So it makes sense he looks like a samurai. I do love
Though
that.
I absolutely do like the color palettes used, except for the inside of the robes. The green and red combination just does not work with Ganon.
Well, it's still got to be a desert theme and everything.
Yeah, still gotta have the desert theming, but funnily enough, the red and green just doesn't do it. I'd say maybe lean a bit more to the gold and having different shades of it would work better. Though would absolutely love to fight alongside him, if not for the fact that I don't want to get skewered with the Master Sword.
It's funny because when Tears of the Kingdom was released and this design came out, there was like a fan comic people were making it where like Link and Zelda somehow broke the cycle of reincarnation by convincing this version of Ganon to be good, and there was a whole comic about like how he was like helping them rebuild Hyrule, and it was actually pretty cool. And he was like pretty badass in it.
All right,
but then ended up being an internet. Oh yeah, and then we got Twilight Princess.
Okay, and now we have.
I promise it's the last Ganon.
I hope so. Funnily again, all Ganons get the same result because they're all reincarnations of the same person.
He's got the hole on him where he was stabbed with that weapon, which was the sword that sealed him.
Yes. I do actually like that and do think that bit of light with the outfit absolutely does work very well. The bits of colors outside of his main primary, secondary, and accents absolutely benefit him a lot more. The blacks, red, and golds blend more with the silver and bronze here than the other designs do. If anything, this would be the closest design that would break out of pass, but sadly,
this version of him, he was being executed and he was being stabbed with a sword in the heart. He's the embodiment of dark. He's being stabbed with a sword of light in the heart. He freaking rips out the sword and like kills the guy that was stabbing him. So they literally had to send him to another. They literally had to isekai him in a way just to get rid of him because he was that damn powerful, even on his deathbed.
You know, he is absolutely a badass. There is a reason why Ganondorf is feared.
Twilight Princess was literally the most badass version of Ganon. I have to say that.
As Mikan just mentioned, this is absolutely one of, if not the strongest Ganondorf variant. No surprise he was the one that...
The freaking crown thing again.
The crown does not look good. Also, Ganondorf, you're trying to rock dreads there. It does not look good on you, bud.
It looks like one of those metal things you use, like the head scratch things, you know what I'm talking about? Also, I want to point out, this Twilight Princess again, also the final boss fight against him, you could distract him by using the fishing rod, and he'd be like, wait, what the hell? He literally could do it in the game. You could distract him with the fishing rod.
And who's up? He's Gogeta! I'm sorry, I had to. Unfortunately, I can't really keep him on screen. Unfortunately, I can't really keep him on screen.
It's not Godzilla, but it's probably like it.
Like,
But still, it's Godzilla!
no. It's Gojira! Except due to international copyright law, it is not Gojira. No, we should like it is Godzilla! No, it isn't. Ah! Okay, he's already been given pass, and unfortunately, due to how the company that owns them is, I'm not really gonna risk keeping him on any longer.
Goldie Roger, the king of the pirates.
Okay. This will surprise none of you. I know very little about One Piece, so I'm having to go basically off of outfit and vibe here.
But look at that stash, Ace.
Oh, this color palette feels like my eyes are being assaulted.
But also, I don't think actually wore pink. This is from one of the games. This palette. I don't think this is actual outfit.
Generally, that like
this was
gold,
the best picture I could find that was
the mustard yellow pants with the little like scarf belt, the pole chain mixed with the badass red and gold jacket. No,
I will, like I said, Ace. I think the pink shirt is just for that game. This picture's from. He doesn't actually wear a pink shirt, I believe. I think he's usually actually shirtless, or he wears the red shirt. But like I said, WebMD, and also I didn't want to have any spoilers for the anime.
but also,
so
still, I'm not sure if I gave. Nope, I'm pretty sure that was from Gojira. Not too sure. Let me quickly check that on the YouTube.
I was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was like, that's 12.
Remember that I did not
18.
give Deadpool a rating.
Okay, it's dead. Okay, so that's. I was like 18. Well, it's like 6 times 3 is 18.
It should add up to 28.
Okay, this is 28 because you didn't get Deadpool rating.
Yeah.
This is 28.
Okay. He's already been given his rating. And
Goofy from Kingdom Hearts. Also, I see he's got metallic goo on his gloves.
Okay. So let's go over the Kingdom Hearts Goofy design real quick, shall we? Because the little filter's messing this up. I'm gonna try and turbo this because I'm
like eyeshadow.
Because Disney, I don't want to take too many risks. Basically, gonna turbo through this. The green does not look good on him. I'd say if anything, if you want to make the Kingdom Hearts design look good, try blend the Final Fantasy style more with how he looked in something like Goof Troop or a Goofy movie. Try go closer to that because this does not do it.
Of course, in Kingdom Hearts, he is a smart character, which is weird. Regular Goofy. I'm giving the same results. Mostly because, well, this is closer to the outfit he is more well known for. I like Jolly. Oof, it's a goof.
Oh god.
Hey, how's it going?
We're really pushing it, aren't we? All right.
I mean, as long as it's not showing audio or clips, a picture is fine.
Disney's appearance of Hades, which, funnily enough, is the furthest from the actual mythos we can get.
Yep.
Now, Disney Hades, honestly, there's a reason why he's being put in the category he is. This man is absolute comedy gold.
And he's very charismatic. Like, this guy...
Charismatic, yes.
Basically
he's charismatic, he's funny as fuck. And let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. If there is any Disney villain I would want to be friends with, it is Hades. Just generally anyone on the positive side, please, Hades.
I would say this: they should have gave him a song in the movie. That would have been awesome. Just hearing James Woods sing.
Speaking of Hades, we have one that's closer to the actual mythos. The Hades from, well, Hades. I'm actually a little disappointed another character from Hades didn't appear here, though that's probably because Mikan already knew exactly where she was gonna go.
Yeah, we already did Artemis.
We already mentioned that in the Fate one, so don't really want to be redundant.
Yeah. By the way, I have no fakers. I wanted to avoid doubling up.
Unfortunately with Hades, he is a little bit of a sore spot. Though I will say his boss fight is absolutely nail-biting in terms of difficulty, as it should be. He's the king of the underworld. If he's not a thrill to fight, then someone's fucked something up. Unfortunately, his personality in the game is absolutely insufferable.
I mean, he's literally doing his job.
Funnily enough, so is actual Mythos Hades. And actual Mythos Hades only mentally broke 2 people and they deserved it. Also,
okay, we're gonna go over it. We did that on Smash Special. I don't think we need to.
We did that before, but I'm just gonna say this real quick. Hey, hey Hades. You know you never got consent from Persephone, right?
Hana Uzaki from Uzaki-chan wants to hang out.
Her personality is annoying. I don't feel comfortable rating her. She looks way too much like a kid.
Oh my god, Ace. She's literally 21 or 22.
I know, but the art style of the anime does not really help her case.
Anyways, Harley Quinn Arkham Knight.
Okay.
Or is this Arkham?
Unfortunately,
Arkham City.
Unfortunately for both of us, Harley, you're batshit insane. For a therapist, you are batshit insane. I do at least like the playing card motif Harley Quinn usually has going on with her, but in her opinion, I don't matter because I'm not Mr. J.
Mr. J.
And also, I quite literally don't care for Harley. Though at least there is one point that puts me above Mr. J, that being that, unlike the Joker, I'm not abusive. Still, pass. No, this is not the kind of psycho character that is my type.
Harley Quinn Batman the Animated Series version.
If the last one got a pass, this one would need her own tier of pass. Mostly because generally I do at least like the mixing of black and red, sticks with the playing card theme.
Fun fact, this is her original appearance.
I don't like it. Hector from Fire Emblem.
I remember what you said during the Fate when you said there's only one Hector and dude, you ain't him.
Yep. There is a reason I said there is only one man who deserves the name of Hector. This motherfucker. The other point against you is you're not Poison Ivy. At least those two were a healthy-ish relationship. Yeah, they're both batshit insane, but at least they're a stable couple. I will say this. I will scream this from the highest point of Earth. Poison Ivy and Harley is a way better relationship than Harley and Joker.
See, Ivy is just a cat mom, but instead of cats, it's her plants.
It's plants. As long as you don't hurt the plants, you're fine.
Like, here's the thing. There was a point in the comics when she basically decided to isolate herself to a remote island, and she was fine. She wasn't doing anything. But then one of the world governments decided, you know what? Let's test our nuke on this island, and then she responded so much. She got pissed off that she literally made the plants all over the world go crazy. Like, all they had to do was leave the island alone. Literally, she would have been fine.
Anyway, talking about Hector real quick. Let's quickly mention something. Again, I'm trying to avoid game details much. Though, with Hector, it is very difficult to do so. Because you can't talk about the Fire Emblem characters without talking about their main weapon. In Hector's case, unfortunately for him, he got stuck with the literal worst of the 3 main weapon types. But this axe-wielding lord is one of the few characters that I'd say you could gladly give him better axes, and I'd say it's a good investment. There's also a reason why Hector route is the more played route. His route is just objectively better.
I saw a bunch of pictures with the axes, but most of them are either WebP fan art, or it was like I said, WebP or fan art, or one of them actually looked like it might have been. It was, I think one of them was from that Fire Emblem game, the Fire Emblem game that was like the one that we didn't like, where like you just summon them from
Engage.
Engage.
Okay, actually, I've played Engage since. I don't mind it. At this point, my opinion on it is more neutral.
I just figured I didn't want to spoil anyone on that one.
Though I would like to point out there is a bit of an oof you made here.
What?
You used his Fire Emblem 7 design.
That's not his original?
Nope. He first appeared in Fire Emblem 6, The Binding Blade. This variant of Hector is from the Blazing Blade. And he will not be getting a rating as he is actually ineligible.
What?
His Final Fantasy, his FE7 appearance, The Blazing Blade, Hector is 17.
Oh shit! I did not know that.
In Binding
Okay.
Blade, FE6.
Wait! He's 17. He looks like he's in his
He's 17.
30s.
He's 17 in Fire Emblem
Damn,
7.
puberty hit him like a truck.
7 is the prequel to Fire Emblem 6.
My God, he got the Cyrus Pokemon treatment.
But yeah, no, I will at least concede that Hector is absolutely a badass. And funnily enough, FE7 Hector is way better than FE6 Hector. FE6 is more mature and is quite literally 20 years older.
Anyways, we have Wonder Boy, and I have checked. I believe he's 19 in the movie. Because
okay.
No.
What do I really have to say?
He's in 20s though.
What do I really have to say about Hercules? I don't really have anything to say. His design is time period accurate, at least. But honestly, it just generally doesn't look good in my opinion.
I'm on a water bottle. No, wait. I'm an action figure.
But just okay, so one, I know it's the outfit for Rome at the time.
His left knee is bothering me. I just noticed that.
But I don't like the outfit with Hercules. His personality annoys me, and I'm not one for the kind of character that basically does not know what an actual defeat is. Quite literally, it takes until Kingdom Hearts for this man to finally start knowing what an L is. No. Okay.
It's like, no. This flat out no.
No, I said dough.
Oh, I said no. I know what this one is.
It's immediately a pass. He is dumb as fuck, absolutely insufferable because of his stupidity. Dumb. Yep, this one's a dough for you, Homer. And at least with Homer, he's intentionally designed to look basic as fuck. That is at least 8 points in his favor.
I mean, how many times has there been a meltdown at the plant? Oh, you also forgot to put the pass number, I think.
No, I put the pass. It was 26 before Homer.
Also, I'm just watching chat right now to see what happens.
Mika, I have a question.
I'm an evil bastard.
I have a question.
Yes, I am evil.
Did you know what you were doing? Having someone who is ace in a smash or pass rate someone who is also ace.
Yes.
I mean, Jelly is arrow ace. I'm Byro ace.
But does she get head pats? But you did say you're also.
There is no good answer to this. There is no good answer.
Ace, I told you one of these days I would get back and break you.
Okay, I'm trying to think which is the better answer here. Trying to break this down.
Okay, I would say
both logically and emotionally.
Wait.
Okay.
I would say on this one based on design, not on this one's on this one.
I do really need to account for personality as well, as that is all details we need to go over. Jelly is absolutely incredibly wholesome. She is honestly one of my closer friends, in my opinion. Don't really speak much, but that's mostly because we don't really have many topics we talk about, though I'm always willing to chat if Jelly is feeling up for it. Though I'm usually the Gundam person, so. I do absolutely love Jelly's design. It is warm and inviting, and considering the kind of chaos that usually happens on Jelly's stream.
Also, I just realized I just never noticed Jelly's shoes. I never actually had a chance to look at Jelly's shoes. Jelly, are those supposed to be? I'm just wondering. Are those like dress shoes or are they loafers? I'm just curious about that. I never noticed them. Or are they slippers? Because it does look like you're wearing pajama pants.
But
which does make your design even more comfy more comfier than I thought it was.
But generally, I'm gonna get questioned on this either way, depending on which rating I put.
Well, Joey said you can pass. She did say in chat you could pass.
I did say it's okay. She did say it's okay if I would have put her in pass.
You got the pass. She said we can just do a head pat thing and take turns hitting Mikan over the head.
All right. Okay, I'm mostly sticking with the 2 ratings we have. The
Oh, it's
heels.
heels. Oh,
Okay. Uh, okay. I am genuinely okay. Okay.
see, Ace, you
I'm
told me I
just
could never get back at you. Get evil. I told you I'd
I
eventually
was
break
trying to
you.
break it down because technically I wasn't even really more you. It was more me trying to think.
Ah,
Okay. And Smash has now broke the okay. 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 No, we already know my answer for this. Also, I don't like this picture of the character. I know it's from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
this is one of the most tame pictures, by the way, of the movie.
I am aware. But also, with how little
Also,
I
there's a
really
bombs
know
behind her.
of the character, yeah, I'm aware. With what I know of the character, she deserves her place in Pass.
Well, she's supposed to be a femme fatale in a Norm movie, just a femme fatale in a Norm movie about cartoons.
Give me a moment.
Also, this
I'm
next one
checking
is the
something.
meme one.
There's a few meme ones.
No, this next one is the meme one. That's all I'm going to say.
The meme one?
You'll see. Yeah, exactly. Jessica Rabbit is too loyal to Roger. He's her, as she said, he's her honey bunny. Why is she into him? Because he makes her laugh.
And even then, that's kind of iffy. Because that's only in the movie version, by the way.
Oh yeah, there's a novel.
In the
That's
novel
much darker.
for Who Framed Roger Rabbit, she's basically trying to get him killed. Ah.
John Madden. Not
Not even a bother.
Kagato from Tenchi Muyo. Ace has not seen Prince Muyo. I will say this guy.
This guy looks like a Castlevania. This guy looks like a reject from Castlevania.
He's one of the first villains you encounter.
Looks like a fucking recolor you'd see on the in like the early 2000s, 2010s era of like OC creation.
This is the 90s, but yeah, this guy is a prick.
But also like,
Kagato is a prick.
Why did his face look like rubber? Okay, that's because the filters I have.
It's the 90s.
That's it's also filters I have that's getting rid of the border for the photo viewer, which does
Also,
interfere a little bit.
Fun fact: this anime Tensumura was originally made by the studio Pioneer. Which, if you know anything about Pioneers, yes, it is the same company that made camcorders and VCRs back in the day. They had an anime division. In fact, the second opening of Tensumura was called "I Am a Pioneer." What?
Hold on.
Oh God!
Hold on. I'm trying to fix some stuff.
Worse.
Trying to fix some stuff. Okay.
I didn't think you could make Kagato worse, but you somehow made him worse.
Okay.
I know Joey's gonna like the next one, by the way.
There we go. Now we shouldn't have issues with the filters. Okay.
Yay.
I'm not even giving him his rating.
Because
Though we already know where he's going. I know nothing about the character, and the design just looks no.
Well, I would say I could not find a full body picture that was not WebMD.
Kakashi. Would now be a good time to mention I've never watched Naruto. Though I will also like to point out, I do have opinions on some characters.
This man is based.
He is absolutely based, he is terrifying, and he definitely knows one way to a girl's heart.
And he basically
it's called Chidori.
He basically could fight. I was gonna say he could fight you while he's reading a light novel with one hand. He could basically reading. And by the way, the book is called Make Up Paradise, which is written by Jiraiya. But he literally could be reading Make Up Paradise while you're trying to attack him, and he could still defend you or
that's
defend
not all.
himself.
Don't forget, Mikan. That's not all he reads.
I know. Then there's the time he went against Itachi when Itachi first appeared, and Itachi used Tsukuyomi on him, where basically he would kill him over and over for what seemed like years, but in reality it was only a second that passed, and like Kakashi survived that. Any other human would have like died in seconds. Like Kakashi endured like thousands of years of torture in a single second. Then of course there's my favorite, 1,000 years of death!
And I'm giving him pass. Mostly because he's absolutely terrifying in battle, though my lack of knowledge on Naruto is absolutely hindering him, I'm not going to lie. It is my lack of knowledge of the source material that is holding Kakashi back, though from what I
Also,
know of the
Jelly?
character, I would much rather be taught by him than anything else.
Jelly, 90% of Naruto before Shippuden is literally filler.
I'd like to mention a little bit of this did get a bit fucked up, but
Yep.
this is Kitazato from Persona 5X, and I need to bring up a question real quick. Ace, this is a Persona character. Why aren't you using their Phantom Thief design? Well, first, Kira Kitazato doesn't have a Phantom Thief design. He gets a Phantom Idol, as he himself has never been to the metaverse. Why aren't we using his Phantom Idol design then? Well, we know that the Phantom Idol design takes takes a version of them from when their desire is at its strongest. We are using the real world variant of Kira because that is the only one we have an actual age for, and I don't want to use the Phantom Idol design as we cannot guarantee when in their life it is from. During the events of Persona 5X, Kira is 25 years old. He's also incredibly useful as a synergy, not confidant, if they're called synergies in X, as he actually makes the gun attacks worth a damn.
I cast gun!
Literally.
Also,
This is basically the closest thing Persona will get to Emu Hojo. Actually, no, a closer comparison would be Snipe, as he is a doctor that is commonly seen in the arcade playing a shooting game. That's definitely not House of the Dead.
So it's typing on the dead.
Close enough. A simple design, but in his case, simple absolutely works. He looks simple, but this man is absolutely an avid gamer. Literally, his introduction tells you this. This is another one I added, Labcoat 21, and this one is a bit weird. This one is a robot replica of Dr. Jiro's wife, Vimo. And this is very confusing, as it is modeled.
Yeah, it's confusing.
Okay, so from what I know of the fighter's lore, this form is a replica of how Jiro's wife was before she passed away.
And she was canon in this Dragon Ball Super movie, Dragon Ball Super Superheroes.
Yes. The 21 robot, the android replica, has only been around for 10 years. However, it is modeled after an adult when she passed away.
Yeah, if I would have used the Majin form, then it would have been. Then
it wouldn't have been. Then I wouldn't have even tried to rationale. It would have been a straight no.
So technically, you don't even have to say this is the android. You could just say this is like the human version.
Yes. I am specifically mentioning that this is commonly known as Labcoat 21, thanks to Dragon Ball FighterZ, the game she is from. No, actually, that's to get Majin 21. Labcoat 21 is a DLC character.
Oh, okay.
And she's an annoying fuck. There is a reason she's one of the best characters in FighterZ, and it's because she is bullshit to fight. At that point, you are basically playing an old point and click when you are playing as her, and when you are fighting her, it's Elden Ring. Have fun.
What about Raid Boss Krillin that could hit you, kill you in one hit?
That is a mod. That's a mod thing, but also, worth mentioning. There is a reason this absolute menace is here. And it's actually thanks to a different game appearance, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot.
Also, Ace.
Yes.
Is now a good time to say, get in the sponsor jar by visiting Stoneforge Technologies and using code in between for 10% off.
Thank you. And of course, she is going in pass. Yes, a character I picked to be in here. I also chose for Kira to be here, but hey.
You probably picked her just to pass her, didn't you?
No, actually, I just wanted to talk about the lore a little bit.
Next we have Ken.
Leomon. The Ken. Sorry. As the file name says, Leomon, aka the Kenny of Digimon. This is a postage stamp-sized picture again. But
again,
also,
WebP format sucks.
But also, I want to point out real quick, the only thing I can really use of the character design here, and even then it's hard to do so, is the lion mane and the fact that he's just wearing a normal pair of jeans. I have nothing to go off here, so I can't really give anything higher than a pass.
Pants. A decent pair of pants.
Also, my lack of knowledge on any form of Digimon that isn't fusion.
Well,
Lilithmon!
I could have sworn this picture was bigger when I saved it.
Okay.
I hate WebMD format. And you can guess this is one of the Demon Lords of Lust.
I can very much tell. Unfortunately for her, that's not really my thing, and this kind of color palette does not work, mostly due to how bright the purple
Black,
is.
purple, and gold?
The purple's what's ruining. The purple's too bright. Lola Bunny. Okay, I'm just gonna explain this real quick. First up, I know that this is the appearance from the first Space Jam movie.
Well, I mean, first, there's only one Space Jam.
Yes. Yeah, because the second one was such a mistake. We like to ignore the second existed such a mistake. To reference Ruby Chibi real quick, nothing bad ever happened. Ever. Thank you, Nora, for breaking the fourth wall and reminding us that the rules don't apply in Ruby Chibi. But also, I just generally don't care for Lola Bunny. I know very little about the Looney Tunes cast. And while she may have been
she also appeared in Tweety's High Flying
Adventure as
a news anchor.
People's awakenings to being a furry, I quite literally could not care less. Her personality aggravates me. Nope, I've already given her the pass. Damn. So annoying, I forgot. I hear her personality that much, I forgot I gave her a pass and tried to pass her again. I think that makes my opinion on her pretty clear. Lucario. Voiced by Goku.
Have the aura. And what else? Blue ball.
Yeah, because his Smash appearance certainly did get it. Okay, so my first introduction with Pokemon was actually Lucario and the Mystery of Mew. Not with any of the games. So I am a little bit biased here. I am a little biased in favor of Absol. I will say I don't like Mega Absol's design as much. It feels a little...
This is Absol with wings.
No, sorry, not Absol. Mega Lucario. I don't care for Mega Lucario's design. It's a little over-designed for me.
Mega Lucario, free-to-play Mega Evolution. Kind of like Shiny Gyarados.
In Pokemon X and Y, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, here, let's have a free Mega Pokemon and a Mega Stone.
Okay. So, I will say, it is absolutely incredibly powerful being given a Mega Lucario in X and Y. I'm not going to say anything about ZA, because it's only just come out. I don't want to be that much of a colossal dickhead. I mean, come on, who do I look like? The gaming YouTubers who get the game's code a couple days early. Next thing you know, by the time release date's out, they've already got a full playthrough, including every single Pokedex entry. Somehow have completed the game, including trade evos, except for the fact that the game has just launched. How? At least we're not getting the DLC stuff until February next year.
Ace, eat a Snickers.
Mikan, I don't have a Snickers near me.
Because you become the angry video game nerd when you're hungry.
Mikan, I am a massive energy.
Anyways, do you already pass or smash?
Did I give my rating to Lucario yet? No, I have not. And like I said, I'm biased. His typing especially helps him. And absolutely his first showing in Lucario and the Mystery of Mew. Mary Jane.
Watson. By the way, I realized
Just like the writers, I'm never
comic.
allowing Mary Jane a happy ending, am I?
Oh my god. This
Quite
next one's gonna
literally.
make you angry, by the way.
Quite literally, the main thing with Mary Jane, the only reason she's even around is because of Spider-Man Blue.
Here's the thing. Spider-Man was Stan Lee's favorite. That's why they won't give him a happy ending, because the current staff at Marvel hates Stan Lee for some goddamn reason. Even though he's the reason why their jobs exist.
Yeah, I want to point out real quick. I honestly prefer, out of the two main people that get put with Spidey, honestly, the reason why I think
there's technically three: Gwen Stacy, Mary Jane, and Felicia, who is also known as Black Cat. Felicia Hardy.
I'm ignoring Black Cat exists. Mostly because, one, Felicia isn't really put with Spider-Man in official material very often, if at all.
Oh, yes, she is!
Like I said...
Have you not read the comics?
Okay, so I also want to mention real quick, those two both lose points because Gwen Stacy, specifically, Gwen Stacy, out of the three main people for Spidey, at least with Gwen, it actually felt like the relationship between the two was, one, real, and two, properly paced. Hence why I mentioned Spider-Man Blue a little bit ago, also known as the death of Gwen Stacy.
There's also a fourth one that was between Gwen and Mary Jane, but she was like just acting in the 70s. That's the filler character.
Yeah, but Soap doesn't count anyway. But
no, we're not talking about her. I'm talking about a different character. This girl works at the Bugle. No, we do not acknowledge Silk. And I'm not going to get on the topic because
but also Gwen Stacy specifically. The death of Gwen Stacy arc was really well done and built up over years in the comics.
Oh yeah, it broke Peter.
Oh yeah. If anything, would have caused...
It was because of him. He was the reason for her death, because he grabbed her by... If he would have grabbed her like arms and legs, like he could have saved her, but he grabbed her by the waist, and when she fell, the momentum hit, and her spine snapped.
Yeah.
And also going with that, I just want to call it the Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man movie, when he basically got clarity during Spider-Man No Way Home, when he actually got redemption by saving Mary Jane, and he like his character Spider-Man from the Andrew Garfield version, he's just crying. She's like, "Why are you crying?" He's like, "Nothing," because he was the one that watched Gwen die, and he actually got a redemption by being able to save Mary Jane. That was one thing I loved about that scene. There were so many callbacks.
That's such a clever callback too. And I'd like to point out, I don't usually get hit with the feels very often when watching movies, especially Marvel movies. That one got me because I knew the implications. I knew the lore.
And if you've seen the videos on YouTube of just theaters reacting to the movie in theater, when she's falling, everyone's screaming like, no. And then Peter goes the new Peter, when he goes to save her and he gets knocked away, but grabs her like, no. And then you see Andrew, and everyone's like, and he saves her. Everyone's like, people are standing up in the audience cheering, going wild. And yes, I confirm she is, I believe, 22 or 23. Yeah, I was about to say you are going to get married to her.
May from Guilty Gear.
I think his eyes are red.
My biggest fucking nightmare. And I can explain why in a single word. Hotsugeki. Japanese for dolphin. Please, Strive players, everyone who plays May in Strive, stop spamming the fucking dolphin! You have more than one move!
Yes, they have dolphin and they have extended dolphin.
I have fought every other character, like players with every other character that I've encountered. They all put more effort in than May players. They literally just spam the dolphin. Okay. I will say her character personality itself definitely leaves a lot to be desired. The only real thing about May I like is that she is at least strong enough to swing around an anchor as a weapon.
And she's got a freaking floating pirate ship or pirate airship. Or is that Johnny's ship?
Ah, hello, Mercy. I see
Remember,
you.
people love the TF2 medic, but they hate Mercy. I don't know why.
I see you are I see you're trying to extend a hand for begging me to save your doomed game. To explain why people hate Mercy but like the medic is essential in TF2 for being the only healer in the game.
Yep.
Overwatch has several healers, and none of them are anywhere near as engaging or as interesting as Dr. Ludwig. Unfortunately, Mercy
gets no mercy from Ace.
Well, give me a moment. Unfortunately, Mercy, I have only one thing I have to say to you. Merci, mais non merci. This is another I picked. Mary Jane Strauss. Mikan actually had a bit of a fuck up with this one, as Mikan had mistaken the ages of Juvia and Mira Jane. Mira Jane is 22 throughout the events of Fairy Tail. Juvia is 17. Meaning Juvia was ineligible. She'd have gotten past either way. My name's not Grateful Buster. As for Mira Jane. Okay, so I will say, I know very little about the characters from Fairy Tail. I am at episode 12 of Fairy Tail.
Oh, wait to see what her magic is. You're gonna like her.
And honestly, her design is one of my favorite things to mention. Simplicity. Beauty in simplicity. You do not need a million bells and whistles for a design to work. You really don't.
Also, her brother's like, men! A man needs strength.
Ah, yes, Elfman. Well, the only way you'll get along with him is if you're manly. Okay, Elfman, please, shut the fuck up.
Ace, I just have a question.
Huh?
What if Elfman from Fairy Tail met Escanor from Seven Deadly Sins?
You mean if Elfman had met the pinnacle of all races?
Yes.
And that's not hypothetically, by the way.
Wait. Drawing Alexander Armstrong from.
Okay, no, that's not a hypothetical of Escanor being like the pinnacle of all races. He was talking to one of the Ten Commandments, specifically one where their ability is if you lie to them, you are turned to stone on the spot. He turns around and goes, "I stand at the pinnacle of all races." Did not change a shade.
But I'm saying
he was telling the truth.
I'm saying Elfman, Escanor, and Lieutenant Armstrong from Fullmetal Alchemist. They just walk to a bar and they just meet, and they just have some drinks and like they end up flexing.
As for Mira Jane herself, I don't really have much personality-wise to talk about. I mean, I'm only at episode 12. And I can't really speak about anything past episode 12, as the only thing I've seen besides that is Fairy Tail Zero.
Also, yeah, I can't believe you watched Zero first. Anyways, I have a quick question for you.
It's a prequel.
So far, you're at 12. Well, you're not supposed to watch prequels before it ends. Who's your favorite character so far in Fairy Tail?
I'll tell you who it's not.
I'm just wondering, who is it?
Okay.
Yes, side characters count.
Okay. Side characters count. The weird, like,
yes, like for
example, the guy who was
Guildmaster.
Okay, it honestly, I would say one of the Guildmasters, but no, I don't remember his name. But it was the guy who had Virgo before Lucy.
I'm trying to remember who that was. Was he one of the villains?
It was one of the first jobs they did on screen where they were trying to get a book from him and return to their client so it could be destroyed.
Oh, I forgot about the episode. Yeah.
That was like episode 3.
Oh yeah, trust me, there's characters you're gonna meet that you're really gonna like more him.
I will say, if Virgo did show up, I already know what her rating would be based on which version he had used.
I had this a question though.
Huh?
Have you met the Fairy Tale Guildmaster? Seen the Fairy Tale Guildmaster yet?
Makarov? Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. I'm surprised Makarov's not
Ah,
your favorite.
Mita.
But have you noticed the file name?
Oh, this is evil Mita. Okay, so I've made it clear I do have a soft spot for yandere characters. Unfortunately for
Why is still
her,
alive?
her name isn't Monica.
Hmm.
And we now have Kind Mita.
Yeah,
I've said
the
it
fan art for
before,
this
I'll
one, 'cause
say it again.
There's like
There is only
no actually
one
picture of her.
Mita I like. And this also isn't
I
her.
thought of putting Sleeping Mita, but I could not find Sleeping Mita. I could
You
not
couldn't
find
find
cool Mita
Cappy?
pictures. No, I couldn't find a good picture. It was not WebP format.
Okay. Well,
I swear, your editor's going to put a counter every time I yell about. Wait, oh, it skipped one.
oh, I think I see why. It's
And
a
this is supposed to be-
.mov.
Yeah, you're going to want to play that. I thought it would autoplay it. That's why I said, did you watch it in image player?
Okay.
Because I don't know how to make GIFs.
And I'm going to have to add something real quick. Add a window capture. Add new source. Nope, wrong thing. Hold on. Give me a moment.
See,
This
I
might take
didn't
me
think
a
this would
sec.
happen. I thought it would actually play, because when I play image players, it does. When
Hold
I
on.
look at Windows Photos, it does do pictures and move files.
I will need to open this with a different application. Luckily,
Okay.
I have one. Luckily, I have just the app for that. It's this lovely app I have on my PC called Pot Player.
I'm surprised the dot move did not activate in Microsoft Photos, because that does for me.
And that's also because of how I have my stuff set up.
Ah, that's why.
It's not showing up. Hold on. Okay. Give me a moment. I'm going to have to re-add that source because it's not showing me the options. Yay, lovely. Ah. We have one of the most terrifying characters that I can think of. Though she is also one of my favorites.
There might be a reason why it's dot move.
A .mov file.
Now you might want to press play.
All right, give me a sec, because I was moving it to
Okay.
this so that I could. I'm still trying to like position this so it's not blocking anything. All right.
Still sound. Don't worry.
This is Monica. My name is spelled wrong. Hmm.
Hello. Well, aren't you Ace?
Oh, of course we got Mikan here.
Hello.
I see that runtime at about halfway through.
Yeah, it was meant to just stop here, and it was It was meant because I thought it would autoplay when you were going through the thing. It's just the rest is just empty room. See, I thought your thing was like mine, where it would just autoplay videos, and
Okay.
that's why I did that.
So we have Monica, the president of the literature club. Oh, okay, hold on.
Yeah,
And of course,
I threw together like a few days ago, Joey. Like, it was Sunday
yeah.
I threw it together, or
But
Monday.
of course, we know what Monica is rated. And luckily, Doki Doki actually does clarify at the beginning of the game that every character is depicted as at least 18.
Yep, I double checked. I checked the wiki before I.
Yes,
Before I played
Mikan
it.
did
Otherwise,
actually check. That was his job, like I mentioned. It was his job to check all the ages of the characters.
I thought Hector like I said, I thought Hector was in his 30s.
Yeah, in Fire Emblem 6,
I didn't know he's in multiple games.
he's in 2.
Okay.
He's only in 2.
Anyways, that picture of him looks like he's in 30s.
Welcome
I'm
to
telling
anime.
you. I'm telling you, puberty hit that man worse than it hit Cyrus.
And of course, Mori Calliope. If you know me well enough, you already know where she's going. Badass design. Lord knows I may or may not have borrowed Ricky once or twice.
What?
The Scythe. The Scythe's name is Ricky.
Oh, it has a name?
It has a name, yeah. Thank you, Myriad
Oh,
Death.
somebody say Mickey?
No, Ricky.
Oh, never mind.
Boos. Okay. And of course, it's hard to hate this rapping Reaper. Too bad he keeps forgetting he can change the image file type. Usually it's my job to roast Mikan. I'm so glad I'm not the one who has to do that today. By the way, I'd like to point out we've been going for 2 hours and still more.
Well, we're almost done. We're a little over halfway.
A little over halfway. Roughly.
Ash's dad. And look, I believe this is from the Pokemon Sword and Shield, which I believe this is actually Ash's mom's Mr. Mime that he used in the starter, or in the start of the season. So yeah, it is Ash's dad.
Okay. Okay.
Tell me I'm wrong. It's literally his stepdad.
Mr. Mime is a very weird and peculiar Pokemon, mostly due to being a mime. I absolutely prefer the regional variant, Mr. Rhyme.
Oh, I should have done that then.
But I still hate both of them, honestly.
Ace, I was tempted to put Mr. Sir in here, but I was like, nah, let's stick with the original.
But honestly, either way, Mr. Mime and Mr. Rhyme aren't really that memorable.
Also, I love how one-sided this
is incredibly one-sided. I wanted.
Don't worry.
I
think the next half might actually fix that.
At least if this helps Mikan NA, if he tries this again, and knowing him, he's probably going to jump scare me with it if he does. This at least gives him more of an idea of what my type is.
Also, chat, I just want to point out the next picture Ace submitted to me, so I did not pick up the
I will.
next picture.
Like I said, I will be mentioning if it is a character I specifically put in the roster. Mr. Mime already got his pass. Mostly because, well, it's Mr. Mime. What do I really have to say here?
Mime! Well, I mean, he did pass on Harley Quinn, so of course he's going to pass on another clown.
Yeah, no, honestly. That's the hard bit with this. Is there are some that are very obvious results if you know me well. But others are absolutely a bit of a surprise. Miss Athena Grace. Original artist is, I'm not really going to say the name. There is that watermark on the picture itself. I did submit this one. Mostly because Athena is an incredibly caring character. And
I don't even know what she's from.
She is a character from an artist. The artist who makes the artwork that is on screen is also the one who owns the character. And I'm not really going to talk much about the
I
material
like
that
what
they are
Dreyfus
used
said.
in.
He can put himself in. He can put
Though
himself
I
in a
will
visible
at
box and
least
shift
put
straight
their
to pass.
rating because she is incredibly wholesome. She is very caring.
I also know what the next rating is
And
going to be.
she is also very, very good for hugs.
As Joseph said, your next one is going to be Smash.
Narissa Ravencroft, another member of Hollow Live. Hey, Mikan.
The next word
Your
out of
next
your mouth would be
your next
Smash.
line is, you're going to put her in the Smash category, aren't you?
You're going to put her in the Smash. Wait, what?
And of course, while she may not be as funny enough,
She's got that opera vocal.
she absolutely has.
You know
Like,
what I would love to
her
see?
attire really does remind me of opera.
No, if you've ever,
It's
if you've
very,
seen
it's very elegant.
The Next
Plus,
Dimension song, she really can do an opera vocal.
and if you want to talk songs she's in, funnily enough, she actually has collaborated with Mori in the song
No.
Override. And
No,
it is
Mori,
a jam.
I was gonna say more. I was gonna say I would love to see her and Iron Mouse do a song together.
I have no clue if they would, but I will say Override is a song with Narissa, Narissa and Callie, and it is absolutely amazing.
So I was gonna say like Yomi, because Yomi's in Soxby's situation. She's actually collabed with Ali before, so Narissa
I will also say real quick, there is a reason why she is a very good lawkeeper for her for the generation of Hollow she is from, and absolutely one that is worth having around here. And it's
also
Ryan time.
The follow name.
You still spelled his name wrong.
I literally googled it. How did I spell it wrong?
It's Reyn.
Oh my god! What is with? Okay, Google told me. Google had multiple pictures that said Ryne.
Because either they've never played the game or don't know what they're on about. It is literally, the spelling is literally in the game every time he speaks. Okay, which wiki are you? Narissa and Iron Mouse did a concert?
Huh. Oh, that's right. See, I forgot she was part of Iron Mouse's big concert she had. That I forgot she was. Oh, I gotta on. Damn, I was gonna say I wanted to watch, but no, you had to buy a digital ticket. So if I would have had the money, I would have watched it.
And Ryan, this man is a brick wall that refuses to go down. There are two tank characters in Xenoblade Chronicles 1, Dunban being a dodge tank, and this man is, you can hit me with a nuke and I will tell you it's not enough. He is a master at getting hit with big numbers and not giving a shit. Dunban doesn't know how much you hit him for because you're never hitting him. Meanwhile, Ryan has the agility of a brick wall, and unfortunately for you, that is not a brick wall. That is made out of fucking refined titanium and has built-in cannons.
Ryan is pulling a Frieza from Dragon Ball Z Abridged, but instead of counting how many times people have done heroic quotes at him, he just counts how much damage you try to hit him with.
He just counts the amount of times you've hit him before he even gets anywhere near low health. And even then, he's usually healed pretty quickly. And thanks to how good even light heal is at keeping Ryan topped off, it is very rare you're ever gonna see Ryan go down. He is the quintessential best friend character. Out of all the games for Xenoblade, if there is any of the crews that I wish to fight alongside, it's absolutely Ryan. Oh yeah. Also, side boots. I'd like to point out real quick, he was also part of the Colony 9 military.
Yep.
So of course he has the power to back it up. Officer Mikan's report. Officer Mikan's reporting. I just remembered I didn't give Ryan his rating. He is getting a pass.
Oh, Ryan gets a pass?
Yes.
I guess it's not Ryan time.
It is not Ryan time. Officer Meekins, honestly...
I know where this one's going.
Yeah, we know. We already know how he's going. We already know he's being put into pass, mostly because, let's be honest with ourselves here, wherever he shows up, he's basically useless. Autobots, roll out. And we can't even see the Smasher Pass text this time.
Why is it so white?
I don't know. That's because it's the picture you put in here.
Also, this is once again WebP.
Changing the color to red for this one. Also, so you can see that he also got put in pass.
Also, just realized this next one, it said it was a PNG, but looks like it wasn't a PNG. It was one of those fake PNGs.
Yep, Poison. I'm not even keeping her on screen for long because I don't want to run that risk. You just get a pass, though. Speaking of pass,
Hi, I'm Daisy.
Yep, and Daisy getting a pass is the least surprising thing if you know me. Out of the three princesses of the Mario universe, she is quite literally my least favorite. But also,
Joey, it's saying there's a PNG, but it's one of those fake PNGs from YouTube or Twitter where from Google. It says, "Oh, it's a PNG." It was a PNG, but they still have the dots, even though it's a PNG. I hate when they do that. Because I set it to transparency when I searched for pictures.
Passing Daisy, she is very tomboyish, but unfortunately for me, unfortunately for her, yeah, no.
Doctor, remove my smash inhibitor. But Raiden, that means we'll be passed. Do it!
Nice argument, Senator. But how about you back it up with a source?
The source is I made it the fuck up.
And chat, it looks like it's time for Jack, a letter rip, with Raiden from Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Thank God Mikan used this variant, because we all know what the MGS2 Raiden would have gotten.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That popped up when I searched. I'm like, no, I gotta go Revengeance.
Let's just say, Raiden kind of got fucked up.
I'm saying Revengeance, Raiden, even though the game was laughed at originally, it is a
meme machine. It is incredibly badass, and the soundtrack is killer.
And it predicted the future.
I'd also like to point out
the soundtrack was killer, and it was made by the guy that made Toontown Online's soundtrack.
Yeah, I actually want to point out real quick a few songs from the soundtrack from Metal Gear Rising Revenge. I have no clue whether toes got fucked up by the jelly. A few songs from the Rising Revenge soundtrack of note
on the toes
is of course we've got to mention A Stranger I Remain. Stranger I Remain, which I believe the themes we have this A Stranger I Remain, Collective Consciousness from nearing the final fight, one of the earlier phases of it, and of course it has to be this way, the theme of the Senator Armstrong fight. But it would be remiss of me to not mention the second most well-known theme in the game. Jetstream Sam's theme.
The
only thing I know for real. And indeed, there will be blood.
He fights tanks, memes, and Markiplier.
Meanwhile, we already know this is where Raiden's getting put, mostly because this cyborg badass absolutely on his spot.
Before you go to the next one, I just want to say the next one, I know exactly what you and Joe are picking the next one. That's all I'm going to say.
Jason Todd, a.k.a. the Red Hood.
I know where you and Joe are putting this one.
Look, there's a reason why Jason Todd's the best Robin. And best part is...
It's funny, because originally he was the worst Robin, now he's the best.
He was considered the worst Robin, but as soon as he stopped being Robin, he went from the worst to the absolute best. Like Dick Grayson becoming Nightwing, he became better when he stopped being Robin. This man shrugged off death, took over the mafia just to stop them selling drugs to kids. This man is an absolute badass. And when thugs look at him and go, I thought Batman doesn't kill, his response, do I look like Batman to you?
I remember when he showed up and got them, he gathered all the drug lords, got in the building and said, you work for me now. And he said, and they're like, what makes you think I work for me? He
drops a bag of all their leaders' heads on the table.
Yeah, and he said, He said, "You can continue to do your thing, but I have one rule: no selling the kids, or else your head's going in that bag next."
No. He said, no selling to kids, and if you do, I'll kill you myself.
Oh, okay. I guess.
This
under the
is
Red Hood
why we
on
love
Heart-
Jason around here. If there is
Yeah,
any
even though-
Jason... Also, I'd like to point out, that is him near a Lazarus pit.
Yeah, exactly. So I got a good
This
picture,
man
and
took a
this
bath
actually
in the
from
Lazarus
comics.
pit and decided everyone else gets to try it.
And that was the thing. Here's the thing about when he didn't just go in the pit. He was put in the pit by Ra's al Ghul, who was trying to basically, because it was when he saw that, because it was Raj that actually hired the Joker, and he didn't realize, he realized that the Joker killed Jason. So Ra's actually put Jason in the Lazarus pit, trying to make recompense with Bruce, trying to give him back his friend, but he didn't realize the Lazarus pit basically made Jason go insane.
Yep. And
And
we
on the
have
way out, Jason basically killed a bunch
meanwhile,
of
we
Raz's
have
guards.
Renji from Bleach.
Yep, the guy with no eyebrows.
I would also like to point out, for a little detail with Renji real quick, he has one of my favorite, I need to do it correctly. In terms of second release, he absolutely has one of my favorites, Bankai! Honestly, his Bankai is absolutely insane. One, because, one of the Shinigami's weaknesses is if their Zanpakuto breaks. How the fuck do you break his Bankai? Here's the spoiler for you. You fucking don't.
Also,
It reassembles itself.
I want to point out the Bleach movie Fade the I think it was Fade the Black or Fade the White, when basically Rukia apparently got kidnapped and everyone in the society except for Kon. Or no, it was Kon and Ichigo were the only ones that remembered Rukia. And when Ichigo goes to society to see what's going on, they all think he's an invader. So there's a part where he's facing Renji. He's like, "What's wrong? What's the matter, Renji? Aren't you going to use your Bankai?" And because they didn't remember Rukia, he's like, "Wait, what do you mean I can use the Bankai?"
All right.
And then eventually the whole thing was how when they basically allied with him, because Kisuke, even though Uehara forgot Ichigo 2, he still had his ledger of all of his customers. So that's when he looked into it and he realized, oh, something fishy's going on. So he literally stepped in to say, like, hey, this guy actually is our ally.
Yep. But also,
yes, Renji is a good one.
Not sure if we noticed, but yes, I have indeed up one of the numbers. And this guy is absolutely a badass. There is a reason Zabimaru is fitting for Renji as his Zanpakuto. He is absolutely one of the most... He is absolutely relentless when he is trying to take you down. But when he isn't, let's be honest with ourselves here, he would absolutely go through hell and high water just to make sure you are safe. If so much as a scratch appears on you that that is not there because of him, he will find who did it and put them 6 feet under.
Also, I want to point out, I believe before the 1,000-Year Blood War was even conceived, like I think what was his name? Was Tite Kubo was the artist of the main Bleach?
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah, I believe before Blood War was even created, like he had made like an epilogue for the series, and like apparently Orihime and Ichigo had a child, and Rukia and Renji had a child, and their child goes as a Soul Reaper, and they go to visit, and he's like, "Oh, I'm a Soul Reaper," and then Ichigo and Orihime's kid is like, "Oh, I'm a Soul Reaper too." Yeah, so Renji and Rukia did actually have a kid in the original epilogue before Blood War. I don't know what happens in Blood War though, because I haven't seen it yet. Well, I know it's the original epilogue in the original anime. They did have a kid. Rogue, the 90s version.
Yeah, we already know where she's going if you know me well enough. Okay.
Yeah, you can't touch her.
I don't really have much of an opinion when it comes to most of the X-Men. Rogue, however, I quite literally could not care less.
What?
Yeah, no, I couldn't care less. There's the reason she's in
You don't like
past.
her Southern Belle personality?
No, I actually find it a bit obnoxious.
Damn.
Specifically with Rogue, it is a nightmare. Also, the leather jacket does not look good on you.
Trust me, it did back in the 90s. Maybe not this art, but it did back in the 90s.
How bad were your standards back then?
Like I said, this is a more modern drawing of her. This is not one of the. I think it's also fan art because if you've seen the original '90s art and like not to mention, but the original '90s X-Men anime series, it looked good on her. But I just couldn't find a picture because they were all from X-Men '97, which is not the original art, and like
All right.
trying to recreate the art, but doing a piss poor job of it.
And speaking of Rukia,
Yeah, we
Rukia
have Reggie.
Kikuchi.
I had to include Rukia.
No,
Wow.
I will say I do like her Bankai in form and function. It is absolutely a very
Her drawing skills
beautiful.
are shit.
It is absolutely a beautiful Bankai, but
Her drawing skills are shit.
she is way too bossy. Worth mentioning, I'm currently at the Hueco Mundo arc in Bleach.
Oh, how far are you in the Waco Mundo arc?
I know they fell through the ground into a chasm, ran away from a
Okay,
few
so hold on a
boulders.
sec. Fun fact that the part falling into the arc ground is filler. However, it originally was supposed to be in the manga, but the editor told the creator they had to cut it, so it was cut from the manga. But that was originally supposed to be in the manga, that arc. So it's filler, but in a way, it's what fans call an official filler because it was originally supposed to be in the manga.
It is
He did
actually
confirm
canon,
that.
as it was meant
Yeah.
to be that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
It's
honestly,
basically, if anything, it's cut
I
content,
cannot
basically.
stand how bossy Rukia is. She is absolutely insufferable to me in terms of how bossy she is. I do absolutely like the simple design, but this is one of the few times where the personality actually completely blows it instead of saving it.
Ryoko from Tenchi Muyo. Fun fact, this was my first anime waifu. What?
I have
that
not.
Rukia, or
I
was
have
that-
not.
Okay, so Ace, let me explain some of
That's
her powers.
for that's for her.
She could basically she could phase through matter like going corporal facing through walls. She can fly. Also, depending on if she has a gem on her wrist, she has the gems in Tenchi's sword. But she can put them on her wrists if she has them. But if depending on how many she has, she's full power or not. But with one gem, I believe she could throw energy blast and also create an energy sword. And trust me, she is a very badass character. However, the downside to her, she's a total simp for Tenchi.
I would also like to
total.
point out I do not like this color palette.
Oh, this is her first costume. She has different ones throughout the show, but this is
This is also the first time I'm seeing Ryoko. And I'm just saying this is not a good first impression.
Well, here's the thing: the first time you see her, she's basically a mummy because she was basically Tenchi's grandpa imprisoned her in the shrine, so she was there. Also, I believe she's over 500 years old. But like I said, she was basically a mummy. But when Tenchi went into the shrine, the sword hilt basically activate her. It's also, I think it's called the Master Key, and she awoke. And by the way, she starts attacking him at the school. But funny enough, she's not trying to kill him. She's actually has a crush on Tenchi. That's her way of playing with him. She's just basically being playful, just like attacking him. Because like honestly, she used to be a space pirate. Like she used to be a notorious space pirate, and her spaceship Ryo-Oki, who's I have a plushie of, is actually a living spaceship that turns into a cute little adorable cabin.
Oh.
It's a cross between a cat and a rabbit. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd have
Anyway,
to show you more Tenchi, but you'd like Ryoko if you saw the anime.
Samus.
Yep.
I'm gonna die tonight, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
I'm gonna die. I know
Sure.
I am.
I know what the next one is too, by the way.
I know damn well just passing Samus alone is
Hey, it could've been
already isn't gonna go well for me.
Ace, it could have been worse. I could have used either M Samus.
The worst part is it's one of the only times Samus does any sort of communication, and it's the only real characterization we get of her, which unfortunately means
bastardized characterization for her. 'Cause in the manga, she's
exactly.
actually better.
Funnily enough, I didn't even know there was a Metroid manga until you just mentioned it. I didn't know that was a thing.
There's that one scene in Metroid Other M. Remember me? We never even see that character before. And like I forgot what it was, but the one guy reviewing it goes, "Remember you from where?"
I'd
It's
also
like,
like to
Other
point.
M
I'd
was
also like to
just
point out real
terrible.
quick, without knowledge of the manga, canon Samus, because we're just gonna ignore Other M's existence, has no
We don't- yeah.
characterization. all we really know is Samus Aran. Like she has no real personality. The most personality we get from her is from Dread, and I've not played it.
Well, I was gonna say Metroid 2 on the Game Boy and Super Metroid, which was in order, because she basically decided to save the baby Metroid that took her as a mom, and she's kind of like a motherly figure to the Metroid. Of course, honestly we get more personality from the Metroid because the Metroid takes her like mom.
Yep.
And when she's fighting Mother Brain, it actually comes to save her because it's
Senator Armstrong.
We're making the mother of all omelets, Jack. We can't fry over a few broken eggs.
Can't fry over every egg. And that one is actually directly from the game.
Yep.
So many crazy... The thing is, with Rising Revengeance, you have no clue if it comes from a meme or not.
I think you could find it in your heart to forgive me, Jack.
As I give him a pass, I have only one thing to say before I move to the next character. I was wrong. You're not greedy. You're batshit insane!
Serana from Skyrim, particularly the Skyrim Dawnguard DLC, which a lot of players of Skyrim are pissed because you cannot marry Serana. She is also the daughter of the Harkin, who is the vampire lord.
I have no clue anything about Serana because I've never done that DLC.
What?
I've never done the DLC.
Yeah, basically she's probably the most beloved character in Skyrim, but also
this is not going to bode well for me then, is it?
Well, I was gonna say also people are mad because, like I said, you cannot marry her. Even if you cure her vampirism, you still can't marry her unless you have mods.
That's not gonna bode well for me.
Nope, you already sealed your fate.
I will. I sealed my fate with Samus.
Oh, you sealed your fate with a lot.
I will at least say I do like the color palette, but unfortunately, being a DLC locked character, all I really have to go off is the outfit, and sadly, the color palette is the only nice thing I can say about it. The actual outfit itself looks a bit complex.
You compare in different outfits. I think that's just one. Like I said, I only could find. Wait, I didn't put this picture in here.
Shinri, why are you here?
I did not put that picture in here, by the way, chat. I did not put that in there.
Shinri Moriwara. Quick aside, those of you who recognize the art style might know that this is artwork done by PM Seymour. And
you add this?
Yes, I did. I actually snuck this one in the folder. Now, I will give technically two different answers, one of which is the one I'm actually going with, and the other is a little bit to do with lore. So you're actually getting a little bit of lore about the channel here. So Shinri is a yandere character inspired by, funnily enough, Monica. And
that explains how she snuck in.
And the main detail of Shinri, you know that pocket you can't fully see?
Yeah?
Yeah, she's strapped. There's a pistol in there. A pistol she made herself, I would like to say.
She's not British.
The SHR-01 Heartbreaker. A pistol purpose-built for the intent of anyone trying to take Isaac from her.
Also, her left hand is very tiny.
Be you god or mortal, she will kill you.
Her left hand is tiny.
That's because it's mostly hidden behind her hair.
Ah, gotcha. I thought I was doing like a Deadpool 1 kind of thing.
No. I will actually say this picture actually did lead to a little change in how Shinri's outfit is. Funnily enough, it actually has to do with the shirt as it appears here.
Yeah, it looks like it's very short.
As the actual original design of the character was, it was more of the shirt was actually one whole thing. Here it actually looks like the bottom of the shirt got swapped to being an undershirt, which ended up becoming canon. Huh?
Is this that character that's in the hug emote on your Twitch?
Yes, it is.
I was wondering who that was.
She's also the hyper mode.
Oh, great.
She's the hyper mode after I stopped wielding the comically large spoon of gold. She's also the cryo mode.
I forgot, what was the spoon of gold from originally? I know
Payday 2.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
The comically large
Oh, yeah.
spoon and the comically
Wait,
large
did-
spoon of gold gotten
Wait,
into
didn't
the
you have
game
that-
by. Yes, I have it. I would also like to
No,
point
I
out.
was gonna say, didn't you originally? You add that emote after me and you were talking about the Russian Badger video?
Yes,
Was that
and
what
originally
inspired
it
you to have
was
that?
it was originally my faux alpha design holding the golden spoon
I love how literally that spoon got added because of Russian Badger.
because of Badger. They basically bullied developers into adding a golden spoon.
and it does so much damage too.
I will also mention, like I briefly mentioned, she is absolutely yandere for Isaac.
Just stab a bitch.
Just stab them. She custom made a pistol meant for killing even the divine, just for even thinking about taking Isaac from
So
her.
stab them with the pistol.
She'd probably consider it as an upgrade.
Put
That
a
or-
bayonet on that thing.
That or if she that or if a SHR-02 ever gets added to her armory.
Henderson, why do you put a bayonet on your handgun?
But also, funnily enough, both answers give the same result on the stats, and she does at least end up inevitably getting her targets.
Also, unless Ace has added more there. Okay, so counting this one, there should be 12 more unless Ace has added more.
I will confirm I have not pulled any more fast ones.
Okay, so we are in the top 12.
Hi, Takumi.
Yeah.
From Persona 5, the Goth Doctor. This is an incredible disparity.
Damn. Yeah.
The only reason I ever bother talking to Takumi is for the SP Adhesive 3. Tanya from Yu-Gi-Oh! Fun fact,
Jax.
this is the first time I'm seeing this character.
What?
Yeah,
You've never watched GX?
I never got to this arc.
This was literally still season 1.
I never even finished season 1. I got a couple episodes in and got bored.
It's funny. GX is literally the most hated season. Not counting Zexal. We don't count Zexal.
Not counting Zexal, not counting Arc 5, not counting Sevens, and not counting Go Rush.
But no, anyways, it's literally the anime sucks, but the cards from the GX were so good. How
For
do you
that
have
time,
such
yeah.
good cards but have such a shitty anime?
For that time, GX cards were pretty decent.
No, even now, because literally some of those archetypes, like
Archetypes still get
archetypes from
support, but generally
Yeah.
you're not going to be seeing many of the original cards.
we have
You're
to say, though,
mostly going to be
though,
seeing the support and the
Yeah.
retrains.
we gotta say, out of all the season, you go probably 5D's got the best overlasting archetypes that are still used to this
And that's
day.
still getting new support, by the way, with a new legendary decks on the way next month. For three
not
of the 3 of the 6 signers.
You know who's not getting support? The Norse gods.
Yeah. That's what you get
No,
for
it's
being.
fine. This
That's
is
what you
actually-
get for being side villains in a story arc.
This is actually what you were expecting with the Fate Smasher Pass with the discrepancy.
Thanos would be here to do it himself, but unfortunately, the Mad Titan knows damn well where he's going since he only has 2 of the stones.
He showed up because the Smasher Pass is not perfectly balanced.
Yeah. The disparity between Smash and Pass being 30 different tallies,
Ace, I still have to
including
ask
his
you.
vote.
I still have to ask you: have you ever seen the video of Thanos explaining his plan while eating a KFC family meal?
No, and I don't plan to. But yeah, no.
You've got to watch it.
The
It's
main praise I
hilarious.
can give Thanos is his color palette is at least decent.
Yep. Gold and purple, or is it gold and dark blue? I can't
Gold and
tell.
dark blue.
Okay.
It's the Juggernaut.
It's the Juggernaut, bitch.
The Juggernaut.
Yeah, I know.
We
I knew that
already
was
knew.
coming.
At that point, we may as well. At that point, we may as.
bitch.
At that point, we may as well have just said "oh no" a couple times, because just like them, he's gonna Kool-Aid Man through the fucking wall. A Bosa. I'm gonna die, aren't I?
Yeah, I know.
Because
you don't like
who could
muscle
have guessed? It's another pass.
Yeah, because you don't like muscles.
No, I really don't. I'm pretty sure I made that clear with the Fate one.
I know. I just put him in here just for hell of it. Okay, remember, read the description.
Okay.
Read the
So
name
this
file.
is the younger version of Walter Sidonez. So roughly while he's in his mid-20s.
Joe, you didn't even tell us you left the Go for K. You missed a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to rewatch the full VOD from when you went AFK.
Yeah, I think Joey was right before.
Some crazy stuff happened.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm saying this now. There is a reason why this design of Walter actually became one of the main references for a character in my lore, at least in terms of design. That being Flamey, Emerald, as... I mean, come on. Look at Walter's suit. You cannot tell me this man would not make a damn good reference for a bartender character.
No, wait. Before we say anyone's betraying anyone, I'm betraying you. And yes, this is a JoJo's reference.
Hold on, give me a moment. I'm getting the thing up.
He's in the thing chat. Also, Walter. Oh.
Yeah, this is the old version of Walter, so we already know where he's going.
This is the one where he cleans. He cleans the trash. He cleans.
I'm actually
trash,
getting
sweeps the floor and takes out the garbage.
Hold on. I actually need to correct something.
What?
So I actually did look something up. I actually did look up the young Walter age. He is also ineligible.
No. There was a third version. The third version, that one is the 20s. The other one that I didn't pick was the younger one. There's old Walter.
Funnily enough, I
Walter,
actually
young.
can't find any reference of a.
Trust me, I double checked.
Okay.
The one I didn't pick, that was on it. This one was 20s. The other one would have been.
I did look it up.
One. This is what.
Yeah,
this is his
I am
first
checking it
performance
now.
recording. So this is like him in his. Yeah, this is him in his 30s or 40s.
Yeah, I did actually bother looking it up.
Okay.
So technically, what it actually is he is.
Because there's Child Walter, mid-age Walter.
Let me explain, because this is a bit confusing.
Okay.
So this is still current Walter, who during the events of Hellsing is 69 years old.
Giggity.
No, really. It's specifically during the Dawn OVA, which is young Walter. So the version of Walter that is showing here.
I was gonna say, if you notice, he's smoking.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say, remember, like I said, there's 3 Walters. There's
also it is based in London, so it's very confusing.
Well, I was gonna say, the one at the end of Hellsing Ultimate, when he's right before he gets shot by the German girl or the German nun, that version, that is Child Walter. The one before Old Walter was like mid-age Walter. So yeah, I double checked. I made sure specifically not to do Child Walter. Because Child Walter's available. That's why I put mid-20s just to specify that, because even I got confused. I was like, let me double check this. So I had to extensively look.
So that's really confusing. Okay.
It's
so
also
he does. So that Walter does.
Disease.
Yeah, that Walter is a little bit confusing. Just like with
syndrome.
Yeah, just like with Android 21.
Yep. Like I said, the main thing that gave away was the cigarette, and like I said, and also the ponytail, because like I said,
also I need to say the thing, considering this is the considering the specific moment this is from as well.
Yep.
Hello, my name is Walter Sidonez, former vampire hunter and butler to the Hellsing organization. I answer the door, I clean up the estate, and I take out the trash. And I also killed self-entitled little twats like yourself. Unfortunately, Walter, the only trash being
old
taken
man,
out
let
is
me
this
tell
area.
you. First,
No.
you go around this store, you get this thing called
Hold
Viagra,
on,
and use
hold
it
on.
to go fuck.
Okay. Yoimiya.
I checked,
Yoimiya.
she's, I believe, 21 or 22.
It's Genshin, I've got no fucking clue.
No, I double checked the wiki. It's 21 or 22.
Funnily enough,
Because I think she does drink alcohol in the
I actually don't really care for this character. I do at least like the outfit. The outfit is the main is the only real source of points she's got. And Mikan uses it because she's a fire archer that isn't called Amber.
And also because the bow I gave her, like, she is stupidly busted with my build that I use her. However, I have not played Genshin in months now.
Unfortunately,
reasons I won't go into.
She's getting hit with a pass, mostly because the uniform, the outfit she has is the only real thing giving her any sort of points. I hate the archer type characters, and from what I have seen of her personality, she's the kind of energetic character that pisses me off. Ah, Zagreus, son of Hades.
After Zagreus, there are 3 more. One of them being the one.
There is a reason why I'm actually kind of glad Zagreus is here.
He's basically Greek version of Ace.
Pretty much. Funnily enough, I just noticed he is incredibly sarcastic. Yes. Also,
yeah,
good news about Hades. Good news about the game Hades. If you don't know, you can pet Cerberus.
Yep, and there's, I believe,
he even has dialogue for it.
I believe if you pet him enough time, he actually gives you a gift.
No, that's the first time you give him. That's the first time you give him nectar.
I could.
It's to reference. It's he has that little bit on his shoulder to reference Cerberus. Cerberus is alive and well. It's basically to give him an intimidating look. They're not actual doggo skulls.
Yeah. Dreyfus, Cerberus in Hades is a good boy. He is a 3-headed good boy.
You can. Damn it! I gotta play Hades now. Yes. And the accessory you get from Cerberus is actually really good. That thing has carried me more than I want to admit.
I was gonna say, I know there is something you get if you pet him enough times throughout your playthrough.
Yes, actually. Some of it, so to power up the
story or like
okay.
Or something.
Let me explain. So as you build up bonds with the characters throughout the nectar, eventually you'll hit a lock. With the one for Cerberus, you just have to pet Cerberus enough times.
Yep, pet the dog.
That's it. That's actually all you need to do. You need to pet Cerberus enough, and then the lock gets broken. That's it.
Now we keep mentioning Cerberus. I should have put Cerberus from
In fact, I would like to point out real quick, by the time I had gotten to the lock, I had already pet Cerberus enough to the point where I didn't even see that the lock was there because I'd already hit the criteria.
Oh, no worries, Joey.
I know. I know there's a delay.
So we got
Dex Marquis, also known as Miliardo Peacecraft. We already know he's going in pass because, let's be honest here.
Because of Ace's playthrough.
Let's be honest here. He is a bit of a nightmare. Like, we know damn well he's meant to. The Peacecraft family is a family of pacifists, and he absolutely.
This pacifist likes killing.
Yeah, he's not a pacifist, which, funnily enough, dishonors the Peacecraft name. So
he's a Temu.com pacifist.
He's not even a Temu.com pacifist.
Oh, sorry, he's Wish.com pacifist.
No, Wish is better than Temu.
He's AliExpress pacifist.
That's too generous. He's basically he uses like I use heavy stealth. He uses heavy pacifism.
He's Apple Play Store pacifist.
Basically. There's no one to fight if there's nothing to there's no one can need you to resort to violence if there's no one else left alive. Unfortunately, the main thing I can really say about Zax is his mobile suits are the only thing that are actually even Is he a spirit Halloween pacifist?
Oh, goddamn, Joey had a better one than me.
Damn. I'm not even from America,
Ace.
and that hit me. Ow.
Zex. Oh, sorry, Ace. Zex basically pulling the TF2 sniper. As long as there's at least 2 people left on the planet, someone's gonna want someone dead.
Okay. But also, literally, the mobile suits are the only real thing he has going for him. His character archetype is done better elsewhere. And
he's one of the only 2 people that can handle the Zero
for
system.
being a Char clone, it's kind of hard to tell that he is.
But I was gonna say, he's one of the only 2 people that could handle the Zero system.
And to quote the man himself, there's no room for you in outer space. Zenkichi Hasegawa, also from Persona 5, specifically Persona 5 Strikers. Hey look, I get to say something nice about Strikers! Clearly the world must be about to end.
Okay, apparently I just got a call from... Hey, what's up?
Get out of here, you know, get the fuck out. Get out.
I'm just saying, someone turned the AC on down here, it's freezing. What the hell's happening?
Hold on. Alright. Banishing you to the fucking dead zone.
Listen, what the hell is happening? Why is it so damn cold down here? Ace, did you just make hell freeze over?
Hold on.
Ace, I think you made hell freeze over.
If hell froze over, that means he doesn't really have his immunity anymore. Meaning, I can actually.
No, what I have is a winter cloak, right? Or winter.
What you have is going to be put to fucking death. Stop showing up on my channel. You're not even meant to be here. And one more for good luck.
Why shoot me?
But you keep bringing him here. He's not meant to be here.
You're the one that froze hell over.
He knows he's not authorized to enter the in-between.
So is Nappa, but Nappa keeps getting here. Yeah, I've been here. I've just been quiet.
To be fair, in Nappa's case, I kind of stopped bothering. But with him, he's not even meant to be here. He knows damn well he doesn't have any form of authorization. Nappa at least gets to be here if it's funny. With him, it's just annoying if he's here. Now,
anyways,
Zenkichi. This man is the closest thing Persona 5 has to Naruto. That being, the 2 hit like a goddamn truck and use almighty damage. And getting to talk about the gameplay. He is not.
Oh,
so he does work for the police, and for most of the game, he is basically serving as your guardian so that the rest of the police can't, go after you because they think the change of hearts is caused by you, and you're trying to prove your innocence. Hell, he thinks you're innocent.
He's still got a face on it. He's still got a look on his face like he's plotting something.
But I would also like to point out, he does have a secondary design. That being his Phantom Thief design. And it is absolutely mental.
And the fact that Strikers
out of everything to do with Strikers, everything to do with Persona 5, Strikers is absolutely my least favorite thing. But his awakening was so good, I actually intended to use it in a D&D campaign where the DM had allowed me to be a Persona user.
Ace, I was going to say, knowing that Strikers is set after Persona 5, and that we don't hear about this guy after Strikers, I'm guessing, you can probably tell me, I'm guessing this guy gets murked at some point.
No, he actually does make it to the end of the game.
Interesting.
And I'm just gonna say out the I'm gonna do the awakening for this guy.
White tennis shoes with a black suit.
Yeah, I am gonna go over his awakening real quick and his persona, because he is at the end of the day an ally of the Phantom Thieves, and we do get an awakening for him. Do you finally see the truth? Do you know the true face of the guilty? They condemn the good to slavery, pretend they do not see their agony, just as you once did. But another story must begin. Now show your jailers that you will wear a different chain. I am thou. Thou art I. If you yet seek true justice, we will see it done. Zenkichi's persona, Valjean. And if you know your novels, specifically the 1862 novel Les Miserables, you know it's
Oh,
Jean
God.
Valjean. If you look at his chest piece, it even has 24601, Jean Valjean's inmate number.
Please tell me he doesn't sing.
He does not, and this
Thank
man
Christ.
is brutal. His unique character ability is he can enable health drain on himself, but as a trade-off, he gets a damage boost and gains the ability to lifesteal.
Huh.
Not to mention, he has Almighty. So he rips through enemy hordes alone.
Still, he's wearing a black suit but white Adidas.
Yeah. That's the only real problem I have with his design. And his Phantom Thief design, looks like it's ripped right out of Bloodborne. I love it.
Why is he wearing? I don't. This guy basically went to with the white shoes and the suit. This guy went to a job interview at a tech company at a lawyer's office, but he was the day before he was listening to Run DMC's not talking about their Adidas, and that's why he got the idea to wear his Adidas to work.
All right,
it's like, my dude.
All right, but also do remember we're currently speaking on one audio track, so only one of us should be speaking at any given time.
Good point.
Should I be mentioning this 3 hours into the stream?
We got one left. I know where Joey's putting this one.
He got lost again.
Werner Zorro.
He got lost again. Jelly, are you still here?
Remember, there's a delay.
I know.
Also, I believe this is. I want to say no, it's not the sky. This is, I believe.
Yep, she's still here. All right.
I want to say this is the Ennis Lobby version.
I am hitting pass.
It's the Water 7 version.
And I'm hitting pass as I'm gonna go pass him over to Jelly and let her deal with this. Generally, the main thing I can really say about Zorro is I love his fighting style. He is absolutely unrelenting, just like Ryan. He is a brick wall that does not know how the fuck to go down. After taking the pain that Luffy did, and I think it was even then, I think he only took a percentage of it.
He took his just after a percentage, he took a lot of damage, but then he took all the pain, and literally had one of the best Zorro moments.
And was still standing.
Yep. And he just stands there and coldly says, "Nothing."
Yes.
But then even cooler was during the I'm not gonna say it because it's already past. It's been out past for like 2 years now. But in the Wano arc, when he took down King, it wasn't King. Yeah, it was King. He took down King, and then literally, he literally saw the Grim Reaper. But in that moment when he's fighting King, he said, when he's used attack, he goes, I will become the swordsman of hell.
And with Zorro receiving his rating, we have come to the end of the second Smasher Pass on the channel. Quite the disparity, don't you think? Yep. Nowhere near as even as the Fate one was. I can tell Ragnus is probably going to have some fun with this.
Well, like I said, I knew a lot of them you were going to pass on. I threw ones just in there just to mess with you. Like, for example, John Madden and Godzilla.
Yeah. A reminder that
you said the assignment was just throw random shit in there. So I did that. I threw random shit in there.
A few did not get ratings due to various reasons. Though, I would like to thank you all so much for watching. I've been the Drifter, Isaac Archer, and the In-Between.